Hello. Sorry that we're cut late. We were trying to do something really cool. It didn't it
But it
didn't
was terrible.
it did not work out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here we are. Thanks for coming on, Dan.
My
Th-
pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. I know anytime you want to talk retro, Dan's like, yes. If he's got the time,
Yes.
of course.
I almost never get invited to talk retro. It's only music, music, music. So like finally.
Oh, Jay, Dan threw poo on you?
Jay started.
That
Jay did it
pause.
first.
Why am I
Jay
interviewing
did it
Colby?
first.
I believe you because that pause was just like the audacity. That was very like, how dare he? Yeah, so we're gonna talk retro. I have I was trying not like I didn't know what to bring out. We're gonna actually be showing you guys a bit of like our studio areas, which is why we were trying to
Yeah.
like we're gonna be on our phones. You're trying to like be
Yeah.
fancy with some nice new mics, and I
We
appreciate
were
everyone
trying to
here.
log in StreamYards both with our PCs and our phones at the same time so we
Yes.
could like change audio sources and stuff, but it didn't work at all.
Yeah, we need a Mo Zamboni probably to help with that. Hi, Vera. I wish you could have came on. We were talking about
Hey,
you.
Vera.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if I know
we
I know
were.
you're busy. Maybe we can do it again and you can come on.
I think there's a Streamlabs plugin that lets us do exactly what we wanted to do. It was made for that, just so a streamer can have more than one camera, more than one audio source. But yeah,
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
Mo, where were
gotta
you?
test it.
Where were you? We needed you. Um Jay's mad at you.
Jay
That would be kind of
started.
funny. Have you ever had a monkey come in and like steal something?
Yeah, all the time. They
None of the
steal
retro
fruit.
stuff though, right?
No, they don't steal objects. Like they go into my kitchen and steal
Oh,
fruit.
they take the bananas.
And then my dog started killing them, and they stopped.
Oh my gosh, what kind of dog do you
Yeah,
have?
I have two mutts, and they only one of them's really like a hunter, and she killed three of the monkeys already.
Yeah, women dogs can be very territorial. Like, don't
Yeah,
yeah.
but
CRT3PO.
yeah,
That picture,
CRT
you
three PO.
you've seen the meme, right? It's your picture but with Jay instead of you with your big CRT
Yeah.
TV. That is like Vera's that's probably her like desktop background. She loves that picture
And I'm
so
like,
much.
be mean to this guy. Look at that loser.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So maybe we can do
Yeah.
this again and get Vera on. That'd be fun. And I really appreciate
Yeah.
everyone here. This is my second channel. I'm trying to get the hours in, and then this is gonna be like a video channel, but I do want to focus on like yes, pop culture news and stuff, but I want to do retro stuff over here. I wanted to
Oh
kind of,
yeah.
like that'd be a lot of fun. So I appreciate everyone coming here and Dan taking the time to hang out. Make sure that you're subscribed to Super Vasc 3D. I have that
Thank you.
in the description. That one of my favorite gaming streams is the ones that you do with Metal Gear. I know other people have done it, but you're the first I see to do that. I'm like, that is so cool. I sent it to a couple of friends that are really into Metal Gear, and they're like, this guy is cool. I'm like,
Thanks.
you don't know who Dan Vasc is? He's like a celebrity. But to
Have
them,
you
you're the
played
Metal
Metal
Gear
Gear
guy.
Solid on the PS1? Are you a fan?
No, I haven't played yet. I want
Uh
to
huh.
though. Like I have friends that are obsessed with Metal Gear. So
Yeah.
I've seen like back in like college days, it would like we'd sit around and play games. That was like our hangout, and a bunch of them were into Metal Gear. So I kind of watched it like a movie. Which I mean, hey, I know
Uh
a lot
huh.
about it, so there's that. But I would love to
Hey,
play through myself.
yeah, it's a great story. It's a great game to watch people play because it's a fantastic story, like a mix of Hollywood and anime, which is fantastic.
Yes,
Old
it is a
school
beautiful,
Hollywood.
yeah, it's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think which one? Okay, as a professional,
Hmm.
Metal Gearer. Which should I start with, the first one, or is there something else I should start with, like to jump in and
I
play?
would say some people would tell you to start with the MSX Metal Gear from '87, which is the first. But I say you're fine starting with Metal Gear Solid. I think you'll have more fun starting with Metal Gear Solid,
I
which
wrote
is
it
the
down.
one on the PS1. It's the
Okay.
third game, but it's the first on the Metal Gear Solid series when it became like really popular. And then if you like the original trilogy on the PS1 and the PS2, by all means, go back to the 2D ones. On the, I think the name of the computer is MSX2. It's a Japanese computer, but it's available on. Yeah, absolutely. It's available on the Master Collection, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. You can get them. I would recommend, since you're a retro girl, I would recommend getting a PS2.
I have one.
And you have a PS2, a CRT. Get Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence is a special version of Metal Gear Solid 3. Yeah. Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence, and play the first Metal Gear version from that disc.
Okay, but it's got to be on the CRT TV, right? Like no retro
because
tank on
then
the
you will
screen.
be playing on a CRT TV. On a Master Collection, you will be playing on a modern TV. But if you get the PS2 version that came with the Subsistence disc, you get to play it on a CRT.
Okay.
And you get like a closer. It won't be an exact experience because you won't be on the MSX2 computer, but it's much closer than the Master Collection. Do not play the NES version. Maybe play later, like just as a curiosity, fun thing. A lot of people are nostalgic for that version, but Hideo Kojima kind of disowned it.
Okay.
Because it's like they changed a lot of stuff. There's a lot of weird, bad quality things about it, and yeah, it's not canon. It's not canonical Metal Gear.
Okay. Well, so this is something that I know you'll know about it because you're obviously a Hideo Kojima fan. Have you played PT, the demo for that, the game that never was, that I wish was going to happen? Have you ever played that demo?
Sounds familiar. I think I heard about that, but I never played it.
So
what's that about?
It's like... I think it's like a Silent Hill-esque game, I guess you could say. It was fantastic. So I played the demo.
A first-person one that you kept going in circles around the same house?
Yes. Let me
I played that.
You did?
I did play that. I did play that.
I kept my PS3 for that reason. Or no, not PS3. Sorry, the PS4 that I have. Like, I didn't get rid of it for that reason because the demo is on there. And I was like, I must keep this forever.
I remember that. Wow, I didn't think about that for a long time. I completely forgot about that.
I was sick about it that the game never came out.
Why that never became a thing?
Is it because I
think he left.
Yeah.
Right. He left Konami right at that moment.
Yeah, before the game was even done.
That's what it was. I think that's what it was. Man, yes. Such a shame. I mean, good for him. From what I understand, he was not well treated in Konami, but so good for him, but bad for the rest of us who wanted that game.
I know. And Ladybug says that she used to think that Dan was mysterious and cool. Now I associate him with poop and retro games. Listen, once he got comfortable on the internet, he let his, he let his true self out.
Once you get comfortable on the internet, it's over.
Exactly.
Don't get comfortable on the internet. Keep your respectable persona. Yeah.
And Monku says someone at work was telling me about Dan Vasc's music, and I was thinking I may have heard of him somewhere. That's so like my mom loves Dan. I showed her Dan, and she was like, "You know him?" I was like, "I know him." Like, you know this guy? But moms love Dan, from what I hear. She's not a creeper though, so you're okay. She's not one of the people in your emails.
Great.
Oh, but speaking of retro games, what's the I know you've been playing Metal Gear. Do you have any plans to start something else after you finish that?
I started Metal Gear. Yeah, I started Metal Gear Solid 2, but it was kind of a rehearsal stream because I was figuring out, because on my setup I film the CRT on maybe I can show you guys and use a little experiment that we were doing.
Yeah, do you want me to add that?
Yeah, add that. So
there we go.
This is my cell phone.
You want me to narrate? Oh, you got it.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, but the quality's kind of crap, right? I wonder why. Huh. But it's like...
No, it looks good. It's like we're giving like retro vibes here. It's like Blair Witch, first person.
Yeah, it's kind of... just pretend you're in YouTube 2005.
Yeah.
So, here's my CRT. It's Sony Vega. I don't know if it's Vega or Vega that you say. Trinitron. So I filmed that. Obviously, I'm playing on that. Here's the PS2.
Did it
I
freeze
think
on
it's
you?
yeah, it froze.
Okay, let's.
Yeah, this is
Oops.
stream.
Professional
I
mode.
think StreamYard doesn't
There we
like that.
go.
Yeah, so here's obviously the PS2. It's hooked up to the CRT. Here you can see there's another microphone here. Oh, finally a compliment from Jay. Uh,
Well,
this
never
is
mind. Take it back. Sorry, I'm
damn
distracting
it.
you.
I'm capturing since I'm playing on a real CRT. I have to capture the audio coming from the CRT somehow. So I have a dedicated microphone just for the CRT, and since I'm capturing only one speaker, I have to put the game in mono. And I have another microphone, which is this one that you see me speaking on. So I have two microphones connected at the same audio interface during the streams. One capturing my voice, another one capturing the CRT. And filming the CRT, I have this 4K camera. It's a Canon R6 Mark II, which is pointed. It needs to be pointed like very, very straight to the CRT so you don't get any artifacts or anything like that. And connected to that camera, there's an HDMI cable, which is obviously disconnected right now, to my capture card, which is down there somewhere. From the capture card, it goes to my PC, and then it goes to OBS. Yeah, you can
There you go.
get
Yeah.
rid of that now. Then it goes to my OBS and you watch it in 4K. So it's a very complicated setup, but it's worth it because it captures some stuff like the glow on the CRT in the borders of the TV, in the plastic borders of the TV, like the bloom of the bright parts of the image, like spreading on the screen, and that sort of stuff you cannot simulate on emulators and CRT filters. There are some wonderful CRT filters out there,
Yeah.
but there's some stuff that you just cannot replicate with any emulation, any sort of emulation. So I decided to just film it in 4K, and it's very cool because if you put that on 4K and you pinch zoom in on your phone, you know how you can zoom in
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube videos with like this pinching movement.
Just
You
showing them
can
like a little
see, yeah, there you
preview.
go. You can see the actual like grid of the CRT. You can see the scan lines and the individual phosphor uh, pixels and the different RGB colors. It's very cool.
It does. It looks so good. The first time you did that, I
Yeah.
was like, "What is this? This
Yeah.
looks
Yeah,
so
you see how
cool."
you see how the screen gets all bright when there's a white a white frame. It's
Yes.
like that sort of stuff you cannot emulate. So
Yeah. No, it looks great.
and then I can actually point to the screen and show people stuff. It's like being on the same room with your audience,
Yeah. No,
which
I love
I
that.
think
Maybe
is
one
really
day
cool.
I will up my retro setup because I got the retro tank because of you. You helped me with that. So
Uh-huh.
those
No,
games.
the retro sync is fantastic.
It
It's
is. I have
awesome.
a mild issue with it sometimes with my Nintendo 64. Like my
Uh-huh.
Super Nintendo, perfectly fine. I haven't tried the PlayStations or Xbox yet or anything, just Nintendo. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I have to like restart it for the 64. But it does eventually, end up
Uh-huh.
working.
You had the 5X one.
No, I
The
got
five.
I got the like the cheapest one to test out. So
Uh-huh.
I think I need to, now that I know how to
Right.
work it and that it works well, I think I'm going to upgrade it to the really good one. That's probably the issue. Like if I get that one, I'm sure I won't have any problems.
Uh-huh. I think the cheapest one is a line doubler. What you get, for example, if you're streaming, if you're inputting a 240p signal like the Nintendo 64, you get a 480p signal and so on and so forth. It doubles the amount of
Okay.
pixels that you're inputting. Now, with the RetroTink 5X, which I would say it's the next step from where you are, is you get a 1080p signal no matter what the input that you're giving it. So
Yeah.
it's a very cool step up.
Yeah, it's worth it now because I'm like, let me test it out first, make sure I can figure this
Uh
out because I didn't want to spend a bunch of money and then I'm like, this doesn't work for me, but it does. So and then I
huh.
have that as a backup if I need it. But I would like to
Exactly.
do something like what you're doing now. I have shout out Mo because he gave me my little CRT TV with the VHS player in it. I have that in my room right now though because
Oh,
that's I
let's
go in there.
go.
Oh, I love it. That was so nice of him to give me that. But I
That's
want to get a
awesome.
bigger one. And if I get a bigger one, I would like to put it in my office and then do like what you're doing. That would be so much fun because it also does feel
Yeah.
like you can enjoy it more, like when
Uh-huh.
you're playing it on a CRT TV because it does look better because that's what they are meant to be played on. Like when I
Yeah.
play on the Super Nintendo, I actually have to look on OBS because my computer screen, my big monitor, it's all jumbled and messed up because it's too probably too high quality of a screen, right? So I have to
Uh-huh.
watch
Yeah.
it through OBS that like dims it down, I guess, a little bit, like the quality so that it's not like the screen jumps around on me on my big screen. So
So
when
you
I
watch it through the OBS preview.
yes, so that's how I
So,
play. So I see what the audience sees.
and what have you been playing
The
through?
last game I played was the Spider-Man for the Nintendo 64, which I love. This game is fun.
Cool. Yeah, I had that for the PS1.
Oh,
It's
it's so much
awesome.
fun. I heard there's a
So,
difference that the cutscenes on the PlayStation are like cinematic, but for me, it's like comic book style on the 64.
oh, it's because the Nintendo 64 cartridge had less space
Oh, okay.
for video files. So
Makes
that makes a
sense.
lot of sense. That makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense. And that Mo's bringing up something interesting in the chat that depends on the quality. Yeah, on the quality of the signal that you're giving the retro tank as well. Like SCART or component are the best ones. So I would say I had a conversation with Mo on my stream the other day. For this setup, this CRT, I actually want uh composite because it's the one I was accustomed to. It's the one I was used to, and most of us were used to in our childhoods. And I didn't want to make it look too crisp and too high quality to the point of looking modern. I wanted to look authentic, not necessarily good, but authentic.
Yeah.
So
No, that's
so
good.
I
That's
so composites those three classic cables, yellow, red, and white that everybody knows. But composite component, it's five cables. You have two for audio and three cables for different aspects of video, and you get a clearer image. But also your CRT has to accept that, has to interpret that
yes.
input.
That-
But yeah.
I
Why aren't you here, Mo? Did you
I sent
send
him
him
the link.
the
I sent him the link. If he's I know it's like
Yeah,
last minute, so
I feel
no.
he would have a lot to add to this conversation. He knows stuff.
Yes. I should only invite him if he watches Master and Commander. Well, you know what? I think I might have an extra copy that I should. Oh, he said he'll be here in a bit. Okay. So
Cool.
something funny
But
about
I
how
asked
like.
what real quick. I asked what are you playing in
Oh
that
yeah.
in that setup because you doing the way you're doing, you get a little bit of input lag. If you watch a CRT or even the retro tank, if you watch the something connected to the retro tank to the output of the retro tank and your OBS preview, you will see that it's not perfectly synced. So
Oh.
if you find if it's working for you now, great. But if you find all of a sudden that a game that you used to be great on your
So
childhood or
I
something,
don't
now you're not as
suck. I'm
much.
dying because I'm not blocking fast enough and
I'm
stuff like that. That's what you mean.
honestly,
Okay.
yeah, that might be what it is.
All right. So I need to mess with it. I have to bug you and Mo maybe and see what I'm doing wrong, or maybe just upgrade it. I
Yep.
just get the better. I get the better retro tank. I'll put this one aside.
Yeah,
So yeah.
but I would if you don't wanna if you don't wanna spend money in another retro tank, you can just get your retro tank to a capture card, and from your capture card, you split it to your PC, and you pull out an output, an HDMI output to a monitor, so you
Okay.
can just so you can play the game without input lag.
Okay. Yeah.
You
I'll
know what I
I'll
mean?
mess with it. Yes, I know exactly what you mean. And it's a retro tank. It's what it's called. This is it right here. Actually, I have mine. I should. I should be able to pull it up without unplugging. You know what? Hold on. Let me just unplug it for a second and show it off to you guys. Nope, I can't. It's not gonna make it. I'll show it off on my phone later.
I think from your description that it's the RetroTink Pro Mini.
Yes, it is. It's the little purple
That's
one.
what
That
it
looks
is?
like, yep.
Okay.
I think that's the cheapest one, or the. I don't know. It wasn't too expensive, and I was like, let me just try this out to, So I don't mind paying more, but I also am very interested in having it set up like you have, because it's just so cool. And it's really funny when Mo gave me the CRT TV. Now it's been years since I've had one. My mom actually had one like yours that we ended up giving away, and now I'm like, man, I wish we would have kept it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
very sought after. But if you want to get
Yes.
more CRTs, get them now, because it's getting harder and harder to find.
Yes.
Just if you and don't be too picky, because like get the CRT the size that you want, and then if you want a better one on that size, then go after it. But just secure your
take
own
what I can
first.
find. Yeah.
Yeah, take what you can find first, and then you hunt for better ones later. You can always trade for it or give it to somebody else.
Hey,
What's
there
up,
he
Mo?
Hey.
He's like, I'm so happy to be here.
Yes.
Mo, qualifiers first. How
Mhm.
many CRTs do you own?
Well, I used to. Well, I have
gave
three.
me one.
I have three. I gave her one. I have one CRT TV and two CRT monitors. So,
Nice.
Yep.
Oh yeah, CRT monitors count too.
mm-hmm.
Bro, counting my CRT monitors, I
How
have
many?
9.
Wow. See, if shipping wasn't crazy,
I
I'd be
have-
like, let me buy one off you, but it would be like $2,000 to
Oh
get
my
that thing
goodness.
shipped here.
Just shipping, yeah.
Yeah.
But I have more than one retro setup at this point. I have one downstairs, which is the really big projector CRT, and I have a nostalgic one that is like, the goal of the nostalgic one is to replicate my childhood living room. That's the
I
goal.
love that.
I don't want it to be necessarily good. It's the same as the streams. I don't want it necessarily to be high quality. I want it to be nostalgic. I want it to be accurate to what I grew up with. And then I have the rich cousin setup, which is right there. The rich cousin setup is the best CRT I could find, with like SCART and that sort of stuff, highest quality signals, and modded consoles, that sort of stuff. That is the rich cousin setup. It's not necessarily to be nostalgic, but to be high quality. So yeah, that's why I own a lot of CRTs.
You know something I realized? So when Mo gave me the CRT TV, I'm like, am I gonna have to like pull a look up on Google how to like set the stuff up? I did not.
It's
like, it was like riding a bike. I was like,
easier than a
generation-
regular TV. Yeah.
Our generation, and maybe a little bit younger, and then like, obviously a little bit older, because the boomer generation still needs like the young millennials at least help,
Mhm.
right? That
Yeah.
generation knows how to get things done. Like, there's things that I do just like haven't done in years, and I remember, and my mom's like, wait, I can't do this, and I'm like, and then even like you really young Gen Z or Alpha, I'm like, didn't you guys grow up on tablets? Don't you know how to do any of this stuff? Like, they don't know how to do any of it. Like, we're a superior generation over here. Like, we know how to get things done
Well-
when it comes to technology.
I don't want to brag, but when my son was 4, I had him build this with me. It is a Game Boy
Oh,
emulator.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You're
So
making
you
him
had-
a mini millennial then, right? Or like
he
Gen
gets
Z.
taught everything. He
yeah.
watches shows on VHS. We have a stand-up
Amazing.
arcade downstairs, and we play Super Tennis on the Super Nintendo like every week. So like,
That's amazing, man.
dude, you got to.
How old is he?
He's 13 now. Obviously, that's why
Okay.
this is all happening. But yeah, no, I try to
That's
teach him right.
amazing.
I have a well, I don't know if it's as big as Dan's collection, but I have a pretty good sized collection. So
Yeah,
I have
Gen-
I don't have as big as a collection as it looks. My biggest collection is the PC stuff.
Yeah, I
Which I'm
think like
jealous
Gen
of,
X
yes.
and Millennial are superior for that reason, right? I remember my brother used to be able to just take things up, like kind of like Mo. Like, if I had like my Super Nintendo broke or a VCR broke, he would just like pull a MacGyver, take it apart, put it back together, and it just worked. And he no classes, nothing. He just knew how to do it. Like after millennials, like that is a lost art. I'm not saying I could do that. I
Yeah.
can put together a PC. Like I know some things, but it's definitely a lost art. What are they gonna do when we start dying off?
Absolutely. But some things are indeed like one step forward and two steps back. Remember when how easy it was to just like stop a VHS movie and then go back to where it was, like after you go have dinner with your family and stuff. Just turn on the TV, press play on the VCR. That's it. Nowadays, you turn off the Netflix, the TV. You have to turn the TV on. You have to go to the app that you're watching the movie on. You have to hunt for the movie again, and then and between all those steps, there's loading. Right, all those steps, there's loading.
Updates.
Some kind of and then you'll find like some services will let you go from where you stopped, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes you have to hunt for the place where you stopped and then you go back to watching where you were watching. While on the VCR days, you just turn on the TV and turn on the VCR and press play.
So I watched Back to the Future on my Betamax that I still own from when I was in the 80s. Apparently, I stopped watching
when I was in the 80s.
When I was it was the one that my mom or dad taped off of HBO. And apparently we quit watching. Apparently the last time I watched it was a few decades ago. It was right when Doc Brown was in the parking lot. So when I played, not only
it left off of where you were.
Not when you come back after dinner, when you come back after, now you have kids. And so my son and I watched it. The problem is we found out that my dad taped over the end with some sports documentary. So
wow, classic.
Always do that. You want to hear a funny story? Dad. My dad, we were watching my older brother's like 6th birthday party, and like the end of it turns into some 80s TV show wet t-shirt contest. We were like, Dad, and he's like,
okay, look,
you didn't do it. You didn't do this. This is before I was even born, and I'm like, okay, Dad. And he's like, I don't know.
Yeah, ultimate disappointment. The DeLorean's about ready to take off, and then Marv Albert and his awful hair shows up. I'm like, thanks, awesome, Dad. Thank you.
No.
I appreciate it.
Wow. I've been taking off mold from my VHS sets.
Mold?
Mold. I bought a James Bond VHS set that was in really bad condition. All the VHS tapes were really moldy, and that happens if you don't store them right. So they're probably in some basement full of humidity and stuff. And I got them really cheap, but now I have to restore them. So I've been doing that. It's been a lot of fun. It's such a great sensation, like to fix something old that wasn't working, and now it's back to life thanks to you.
I have fixed multiple consoles. Like, I actually got in there.
Doesn't feel great.
It's amazing because I hate. Like, I have one thing I will not take if I want to use something for a project. I don't like the arcade had water damage, so the board and the monitor, everything inside that thing was toast except for the wood of the actual arcade. I am not going to take a working arcade apart. I'm going to use a used one. So yeah. So I had a friend that had a Nintendo, and I replaced the 72-pin connector. Oh man, I get excited just thinking about it.
It's great. Yeah, that's classic NES service.
And that's it.
That
was the only problem. Fixed it. Boom.
And it's the toaster, right?
Oh yeah, it was the one where you had to like blow on it and stuff like that. But the 72-pin connector.
The toaster is very infamous for having to you have to do that from time to time, replacing those pin connections, because it's like the little spring that keeps the cartridge down. It bends the pins. And you should not leave the cartridge in there for that reason. Always, even if you're gonna play that same game the next day, remove the cartridge, because when the spring is pressing the cartridge down, it's pressing on the pins, and it's like who knows when we will stop finding those replacements.
I have a Super Nintendo that I'm actually going to give to Mo the next time I see him, and let him mess with it, because I have one that works. I was sent another one, but I have one that's like kind of messed up, but it's like in perfect condition. So it's something probably so silly that's messing it up, because it was actually Ian So Forth sent it to me, and he said he hadn't used it like barely. And it looks brand new.
What is the problem with it? What's happening to it?
It wouldn't, like when I put a game on, it would work for a little bit and then stop working. So, and I tried a bunch of different games, and then I was sent another one. But the red light's
still on?
Yes.
The red light's still on?
Yes. And then so I was sent another one, and that one works perfectly fine. Like, so I know it's actually was that Super Nintendo. Something with it is, so.
Did he send you one from Britain?
Yes, but he sent me the correct plug. Like it worked because it did work. Like it would show up on the screen, but maybe that could be an issue.
It's a PAL territory one, so
Yeah.
Oh.
you probably won't work at all. I have to take a look
Your
at it.
TVs and TSC and
Okay.
your CRT, the one that Mo gave you, is American, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Actually,
American
I
crap. Yeah, sorry, it still works
Yeah.
great, but yeah, it's
actually have my Super
Panasonic,
Nintendo hooked
yeah.
up in there. So what I do is the reason why I don't have it like with me here is because I have that in my room, and that's where I go to unplug. Phones off. I put on VHSs or I play like my Super Nintendo in there. Like it's great. I actually just got these for like I think it was like $30
Oh, man.
on eBay, and I'm gonna open it because I'm watching them. But the brand, like, come on, not
You
even
can take that one on the
opened.
left and throw it in the garbage, as far as I'm concerned.
I was
And
waiting for
Sylvester
someone to
Stallone
say
agrees.
that.
Yeah,
Sylvester Stallone agrees, but
Yeah.
I don't hate it as much. I mean, it's my least favorite. Like most people, I don't go to the point of hating it. It's kind of like, it's kind of a filler episode of Rocky to me.
Especially like when we go back and watch things now, like I'm about to rewatch Spider-Man 3, and I bet you I'm gonna love it more than I did. Because of the crap that we get now. So it's like we go back and we realize, hey, we didn't have it so bad here. Like this wasn't so bad.
Yeah, remember when bad movies were just bad movies? They wouldn't preach at you and stuff.
Like maybe there was just a little bit of bad CGI or like a silly line, like you know, I don't like sand. You know, silly things like
that was.
Not saying that was a bad movie. I like the prequels. Don't come at me, chat.
I like the prequels too.
Yeah, me too.
Something I have to do with my NES, I have to recap it. I have to change the capacitors because that's a little bit and now it involves soldering and stuff. So gotta practice my soldering. I haven't done it for a long time. But
that's a good
basically
skill to
what
have.
recapping means. What recapping means, for the people who don't know, I have to change the capacitors of the motherboard because that's that gets old. Yes, well observed, Jay. Good job. I have to change the capacitors because it starts showing what we call jail bars on the screen, and that is a signal that the electricity is not being filtered properly. It's like generating interference.
Well, the transistors, they interrupt the signal, and they have to interrupt it in such a way so it lets the signal go through properly. If they start leaking, or if they start like expanding, and you smell like that fishy water smell, something has gone wrong, and it's not intercepting the signal correctly, and the signal does not output correctly, so you get the bars. So
you see the classic jail bars, and it's so funny because once you go to the old retro stuff on YouTube, like Angry Video Game Nerd, like first couple seasons, like which are retro at this point, like they're 20 years old. Once you watch some of those captures, you can see the jail bars from the old NESs that like the NES. The NESs were like 20-something years old at that time. So they were starting to perceive and to notice those problems that we now take for granted. We know everything because those things have been old for a long time. But NES was old for the first time back then.
Yes. The AVGN episodes are as old as the Nintendos were in those episodes, which makes me sick to say out loud. That was my first, YouTube exposure.
Yeah. So, should we start showing some stuff off a little bit? I know.
Sure, why
I don't
not?
want, if you guys are having your talk, I'll go first. You guys continue with what you're doing. I'm gonna go on the scene. Out
You're
in the
gonna go
wild
grab
with the phone.
something?
Yeah. I'll be right back.
So, all right, it's just us, Dan.
Yep. What else do you have on your background there that you?
I got my Sega Nomad that I bought.
I see. Sega Nomad.
Yep, it's portable Genesis. Still works. Oh, everything's falling down. Goodbye.
I think I don't have that.
I got this in Chicago in 1998. They were on their way out, and I got it for $150. Still works. I have the battery pack.
That's amazing, man.
Which I don't have up here with me. The battery pack is like worth, and it's a piece of plastic with the springs in it, but it's in perfect shape because I never used it. And I lived in northern climates. I lived in Indiana, so like everything is arid. We didn't have any mold because nothing could grow because it was too cold all year. But yeah, no, I have the battery pack. That thing's like $100. This thing's like $500. But I've had this since the 90s. I remember playing on the bus where you could actually plug stuff in on the bus to get power, which you needed. And to do 2-player, you had the additional port on the bottom. So we played like NHL 98 and NBA Live 98 on the same screen. But it's still man. It's amazing. So I have a multi-cart for the Genesis now, and I can play all kinds of stuff on it. This is my pride and joy right now of my collection for the most part. And I got some collector's games for the Genesis. But yeah, this is cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Mo, explain to Dan what you sent me. I have to hook it up because I think you said you had to explain to me how to hook it up.
But first, here we go.
Wait. Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
Everything's falling down now. Oh, yeah, I got her. I have a bunch of Raspberry Pis, so I have one that does the component out so that she can play like other systems. It's not the best way to do it, but it's pretty cool. She could play like Sega CD, TurboGrafx.
It's the Mister.
No. It's the not. I have the Mister. I love mine.
I don't know anything about those FPGA things.
No,
like
this is
the Mister doesn't use a Raspberry Pi.
No, not to go down that road too quick, but what she has is a Raspberry Pi, and with the Raspberry Pi, if you plug it into the headphone jack, it actually will put out composite a video to an old TV, so you can play old video games that way on there.
Through the headphone jack?
Yeah, you can get a headphone jack.
What the fuck?
I know,
kind of
right?
magic.
I know, dude. I'm telling you, this is like I'm like in the chat, and I'm like, okay, Dan's talking about all this stuff and recording like the CRT, and I'm like losing my mind. But yeah, no. But I have a Mister. A Mister is an FPGA console. What that does is recreate all the chips on a console. So when you see me streaming with it, it has minimal lag, if any at all. And it outputs to HDMI and it recreates the console perfectly. So all the little jitters and things and
for the people at home, it's basically emulation at the hardware level.
Yeah.
When you download an emulator on your PC, you're downloading software. Now with FPGA chips, they emulate the actual chips that the Super Nintendo or the PS1, the Nintendo 64 used. Bro, I have to get into that rabbit hole.
It's a deep rabbit hole.
Because I have a Neo Geo. It's not the console. It's what is it called? The Neo Geo arcade cabinet.
Oh, the AES. The AES.
Yes, that's the one. I have a carcass for that with the CRT monitor, original CRT monitor, but it doesn't have anything else. It's just a wooden carcass, the wooden frame with the key arts and stuff and the CRT. What I'm gonna do with that, I'm gonna install a Mister inside it using that CRT, and I'm gonna buy the controls and install the controls and the arcade sticks and stuff, and I'm gonna reform that, restore that arcade using that. So I have to study that sort of shit now.
Oh yeah, so they have okay, not to go too far into the rabbit hole, and I'm just warning.
He's like,
Wicked. I'm like, you made a mistake, have me on, but yeah.
No.
Because I'm gonna go. But they actually, the thing about the Mister is awesome. They have JAMA board attachments and stuff like that, so you can connect it all to your existing stuff. So it's yeah. I wish I could afford to do all that stuff.
I should have brought it up. I'll like once I get it set up, Dan, I'll record and send you like a little video of it so you can see what it looks like. I've been doing this fun thing and people love it. People are really like craving retro right now because I'll put in like even just like the intro of a movie. Like I pop it in that little CRT and I record it on my phone, which doesn't look as crisp. Like if I had like a 4K camera like yours, it would look crisper. But people like it because it has like the lines in it. Like, oh my gosh, look at how retro
good. Yeah.
It's still good enough. Like I'm
love it.
Gonna do some more of it. It's actually really fun to do. But I have some like really random retro stuff to show off. I have some video games, but I bet you I'll be surprised if either of you have seen these because anyone that I've showed these or asked about them, they never heard of these and they're really cool. They're sets. Give me a second. They're big. I've got a couple of them. Hold on. Okay.
Man, but yeah, retro is really underrepresented within our community for some reason.
Well, I'm trying.
This is so much fun. I'm so like I thought about this and like the first thing, and I was thinking of Mo too, but I know Mo's like always so busy. But then when he was in chat, I was like, is he busy right now? Can he come on? So this Oops, I got stuff falling out.
Oh
Is a
man.
huge. Okay, so this is a deluxe collector's video edition. Shout out Wiley for this.
Wow.
Yeah, hold on. It's big. Let me back up.
Yeah, you have to.
So this is what's in it.
Wow, so shiny.
Very shiny. This and there's more. There's not just Aladdin. It comes with the making of the film. Hold on. I'm gonna like knock something over trying to put this on my desk. There we go.
Is that new? It looks brand new.
It's I don't know what let me see if there's a date on it. If Wiley's in here, let me know what year you got this. So
That's
it comes
amazing.
with this, which is like a little booklet of like the animation. This is like my favorite page. I love that how Jasmine
Oh
looks.
man.
Like how
That's
cool is
awesome.
that? It like talks about that. And I'm not gonna open because I do have Aladdin and pretty much all of my favorite Disney movies on VHS already, but it comes with it. And look how cool this looks. I've never seen this. It also
This
comes
is
with
ginormous.
a lithograph in here.
Wow.
It's huge. So it comes with this. I've never seen this ever. The black version of it, like the case sealed. I'm not going to open it. I already have an
Wow.
Aladdin opened for VHS. Like so pretty, right? And
I
then,
prefer those plastic clapping cases than the paper ones.
And there's this.
But those are pretty too, especially freaking sealed.
I know, and this is the
Wow.
making of. It's not open, and I do want to open it. Was unsealed movies were
Will you
never
open it?
opened. Okay, you want me to open it?
Oh,
No. I bet they
I
have
know.
that. I bet they have that
I-
transferred on YouTube or something. They got
Yeah.
to.
I opened I didn't even open on camera, but I mentioned I opened the Man with the Golden Gun tape, and people yelled at me. Hey,
there you go.
nice.
Yes, and
Everything's
there's
sealed.
yeah. I don't want to open it. Like I'm not going to because yeah, Mo's right. I could probably find the making of somewhere on the internet. And this is something. This is like one of my comfort movies. I love Aladdin. I don't know anyone that doesn't like Aladdin that likes Disney movies. Like, come on. I have
I know
this.
one person.
Ben
Ben.
doesn't like Aladdin. Yeah.
That's the
Ben
one.
hates Aladdin.
So this one
Does he though? Sometimes I think he just says things. Hey,
This one's not open though, and I'm like, I'm a child.
yeah,
This
it's
is
not
practically
open
my favorite movie.
at all.
So I can't open this one. But there's Beauty and the Beast that I'll show you now that is open.
I
But
think
these are
that sort of
amazing.
stuff like if I were you, not telling you what to do, but if I were you, I would open the external case. Is that sealed too?
Oh,
Nope, this
man.
one's not. Look how beautiful.
No,
this is.
that's what I'm saying. Just so you can browse through the goodies inside, and then the individual things inside you don't open. Just open the
Yes.
external case.
And this is the same thing, and the stuff inside.
Because you
is
don't
not
plan to
open.
sell it, do you?
No. This is the same
Exactly,
with my family
like
for years.
people
My
get
great
mad. Oh,
grandkids.
did you open that stuff? It's like because I wanted to experience it. Sometimes
Yeah.
when I buy something sealed, I'm buying the experience of unsealing it.
Should I open
Yeah.
it on stream, guys? You guys want to hear the sweet sound of it getting opened?
Oh my goodness.
I think that's a good monetization goal when you get to.
Hey.
Yeah, once
But
we get
I
monetized over here,
think
I will
it's
open
great.
this on stream.
There you go.
I think it's great when you film yourself unsealing things because at least you're registering it.
Yes.
You're registering the moment.
And
if
this,
someone's wondering if they should open
And-
their copy, they can just watch your video and decide.
And here's the thing:
Yes.
you got to get the sounds too, because there is a
Yeah.
tearing sound. There's a
ASMR.
yes, you
Yes.
have
Nice.
to because like I just put that I put that cartridge in the slot, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, I remember that." Yeah, so
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I love it. Those are two, like, thank you again, Wiley. I think Wiley answered me in the chat. I'm so sorry. Like when he got these, hold on, I gotta scroll up. But yeah, I got those a while ago. It was unsealed, but the movies were never opened. Yeah. So, but the Lion King one is sealed, and I'm like, I've been waiting, but I'm like, I'm not gonna like. These are gonna be relics, Virtue Family relics,
Yeah.
right? Like they're not going nowhere. And I'm
Like,
not gonna open the movies just because I already have
special
them.
editions, those collector editions. The cool thing is the goodies inside.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna keep
yeah.
it sealed, it's just an object there. It's like
Jerry,
if
I
you
can't get
unseal it.
supers. Not yet. Sorry, go ahead.
no,
Yeah,
Dan's right.
If you
Yeah.
unseal it, it becomes a lot of things, not just one thing.
Yeah, like you're right. Like I'm not gonna Yeah, no, that's why I'm doing this. So YouTube changed the guidelines starting like February. It's going to be almost ridiculously hard to get a channel monetized. So shout out to
And
Jay
you
for
can
pushing
lose
me.
monetization now too. You can like
You can lose
have
it?
to you need to maintain
Oh,
the
like your
numbers.
page. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
yes, that's what I'm trying to do here because this is going to be a video channel. I want to like record videos. I wanted to continue to do retro stuff over here, but I'm like lives are
Mhm.
the best way to
Oh, yeah.
yeah. But yes, thank you. Yes, I did pin it. If you guys want, I also am on Kick, but I would prefer everyone to be over here. But I'm also on Kick if you're
Hey,
interested.
speaking of Aladdin,
what do you
I
got
have
over there?
the Super Nintendo right there.
I have it too. I don't have it in here. I don't think. Grab it.
All right. Well, I'll be right back since we're
Yeah.
showing off Aladdin boxes here.
Well, you know what?
Discover a whole new world of adventure.
Wow, that
It's
was
not even
beautiful.
the Brazilian version. It's the American version.
I have
Oh, you
Perfect
have
Dark
Perfect
here.
Dark?
I have like 3. Thank you. I have like 3
Wow.
copies of this. I do have Aladdin, but it's in the other room.
What is the game that you own most copies of?
Oh, it's either Perfect Dark or Street Fighter, because Street Fighter was the first game I ever played. I showed you. Remember I sent the picture? I was like, look at, I got that limited like deluxe edition one. I have that, and then I have 2 other copies for the Super Nintendo. So it's actually Street Fighter. That's the one I have the most copies of, probably.
Wow, yeah. For some reason, the game I have the most copies of is an underground game, very obscure kind of game called Silver for the PC. I'm surrounded by copies of it. I see one copy
Really?
over there. There's one copy of a big box copy over there. I should try to create a coffee table out of them.
Oh, that'd
But
be cool.
it's like,
Something.
I just
Yeah.
inherit them for some reason. Oh yeah, completely different game.
Yes, this
Completely different
and I'm a
game,
Super
yeah.
Nintendo lover, but this is the
Uh-huh.
better version. Sorry.
There's an MS-DOS version as well. That's also very different.
There you
That's
go.
cool.
Hell yeah, man.
He's like,
Hell
all right,
yeah.
I'm flexing.
It's a little
One thing that Genesis did a lot better than the Super Nintendo is the packaging. Like these cardboard boxes of the Super Nintendo games were so fragile, and I think that's part of the reason why they're so expensive.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
easier to find Genesis boxes because the Genesis boxes were so sturdy. It's this thick plastic, and you can find them very easily nowadays. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm having such a good time. And yes, Terra Crystal did send me a bunch. I think I actually sent one of the Beyond Good and Evils to Vera because he sent me a couple of those, which that's a
Ah.
really good. Have you guys ever played that game?
No, never played that.
I've always
I-
wanted to, and a lot of people love it. Like
It's
if
a
it
good
even
game.
It's Rare,
Mhm.
right?
It's
Rare,
Rare.
the video game company.
Yes,
Wow.
I was playing it. I think on the PS3, like for the what is it called when you could download the game and like play on the PS3, but you didn't have the physical copy. What was that service called again? I can't remember right now. They got rid of
PS
it, right?
Classics.
Yes, and then they took it off,
Mhm.
and I couldn't finish it. I was like, this was a
Ah.
while ago, but I was very into it. I'm like, come on. So yeah, now I have them, and I would like to finish it one day. And then this is another classic from my childhood that I remember, like my brother playing this.
Zombies ate my neighbors.
This is one I will
Hell
open
yeah.
this. I will eventually
Oh,
open
that was
this.
Lucasfilm games. I didn't
Yeah.
remember it was Lucasfilm.
Yeah, me neither.
This is very cool. Thanks again. Haley.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you when you say LucasArts, what's the first thing you guys think of?
I'm old, so I think a Ball Blazer for my Atari,
Ball Blazer.
which was it was a basically like a kind of like a futuristic sports game where you had a ball floating in midair. It was on the Atari 7800 from when I was a kid. I still have that. I still have my system, but the graphics were amazing. Like the 3D effect on the Atari 7800 was awesome.
Uh-huh.
But that
That's
was
crazy.
it had like an intro with like Lucasfilm Games is what they called it then.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't with LucasArts.
Yeah,
but,
before LucasArts.
but if we think of LucasArts, I don't even play it that much, but The Secret of Monkey Island.
Monkey
It's
Island,
like-
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Dan
LucasArts
loves
for
that
me
game.
is Monkey Island immediately. I gotta stream it.
I would have to say this one because like this was my first introduction to probably any Lucas game, like any LucasArts
Uh-huh.
game. I didn't
I
really
think
play
I
like
don't own that. I don't have.
you don't have Zombie.
Not even the cartridge, no.
Well, they do have it if you want to play it. It is on Steam if you just want to play.
Oh,
I'm
they
sure you
put
can
it
find
on
a copy
Steam.
easy.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've streamed it a while ago on Steam before I
Yeah.
had my another Super Nintendo. So yeah.
No, but I also have an EverDrive. You know what an EverDrive is? Wicked.
No.
I'll show you.
Do you, Mo?
Oh yeah,
He's like, I don't
yeah.
have to ask Mo. Mo knows
I have
everything.
multiple. Yeah.
So
He's like, I'll show you. He's so excited.
this is the FX Pack Pro, but it's by the same guys who make the EverDrive. This is basically a Super Nintendo cartridge with a micro SD card in it, and you can put you put all the Super Nintendo library in here, and it's ROMs, but you can still play it on original hardware.
And that one plays Super FX games, right?
It does. You can play Star Fox.
Those are expensive, but they're really cool because a lot of games.
RPG.
Do you get the DSP-1
This
chip?
is the latest one. This is the latest one he released.
The thing with Super Nintendo games, they have a lot of chips that they use. Like, so you can't play Super Mario Kart in a regular EverDrive cart because it won't play. You need certain chips. They augmented the Super Nintendo wasn't powerful enough to do stuff on its own for the most part.
Yeah.
It needed chips in the cart.
That's the great thing about cartridges that you cannot make with discs nowadays, and let alone digital downloads. Something that the modern games don't understand is that part of the Super Nintendo hardware was in the cartridges. So you could have a game like that needed something extra that the hardware of the console didn't have, so they would simply include that in the game's cartridge. You had an upgrade to your console, like a Super Nintendo Pro, inside your Star Fox cartridge.
Yeah, and at the end of the Super Nintendo, they had the Super FX 2, which I think was more powerful than the Super Nintendo, and it was in the cartridge. Yeah, like it was on a Street Fighter Alpha 2. Street Fighter Alpha 2.
Alpha 2. Wasn't that also in Super Mario RPG, I think?
I think so, yeah. It was. It got to the point where they were just throwing chips in there that were just more powerful.
How cool it is that Super Mario RPG, one of the greatest games ever made, released on the Super Nintendo after the Nintendo 64 was already out.
That was my favorite. Yeah. I need to know all of what your favorite system is. Mine is gonna always be the Nintendo 64. Super Nintendo for you. What about you, Mo?
Yeah,
Super Nintendo, because I don't sing music, but I love music. I love MIDI music. I love how they can use music, and Super Nintendo's music just put you in a different world. It just was so amazing. So Super Nintendo.
Bro.
I get that. I love the Super Nintendo, but Nintendo 64 was the first one that was mine, right? Like my brother had the Super Nintendo, and you can play when I'm done type stuff. But then when I got the Nintendo 64, and I'm like, you can play when I'm done because it's my system, So it's like that was my first system, so it's very nostalgic for me.
That's awesome. So, Mo, you gave me a great idea. Streaming Mario Paint.
Let's do it.
And it's like we can get people in the chat suggesting songs do Lord of the Rings and Mario Paint, that sort of stuff.
Dude, this is the great thing about YouTube. It's one of the first YouTube videos aside from AVGN. I would look up Mario Paint songs that people would make.
Yeah.
And they would do current songs with Mario Paint. It was so fun. Dude, I used to love doing that. And you can make animations, simple animations.
Yeah.
And even the fly game in that game was amazing. I used to play that.
Oh yeah, it's so fun.
I got me into graphic design. I'm pretty sure that's what gave me you could do anything you wanted. It was amazing. Even erasing the screen was fun. Yeah.
It's so good, man.
Jose sent me a super chat through PayPal. Thank you.
Hey.
Can the chat show their bragging rights with pictures on Discord or Patreon? I want to show off my 2 monitors and 10 players choice. Yeah, go ahead. Throw it on Discord. And before we end, I'll pop them up, Jose. Go for it.
Nice.
Jose
has a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he does. So what else did you want to show off, Dan? I mean, you showed off your setup.
I pretty much have all my CIB Super Nintendo stuff here. Let me grab it.
Okay.
I don't have a lot.
Yeah, I'll probably go on my phone for 1 second just because me and Dan had this wonderful idea and then the audio didn't work. So I'll mute my phone and like take you over to my little corner over there that I have some stuff. It's stuff for the ladies and the guys. I think
Oh, look
it's a
at
nice
that
mix.
haul. That's
Ooh.
pretty awesome.
You know, we're just
Man,
like,
CIB stuff for the Super Nintendo is getting so expensive, man. It's unfortunate. But this is what we call here in Brazil. I don't know if you guys had that in the United States, but the rental store boxes. They were like they used to cut the back in the day, not nowadays.
Oh,
Nowadays they would
yeah.
never do that. But back in the day they used to cut the cartridge box, the actual cardboard box of the game and fashion these it's kind of the similar to the Genesis boxes, those plastic boxes, so the kids wouldn't completely destroy.
We call them
the
clamshell
cardboard.
boxes over here in America.
Clamshell
Yeah.
boxes. Okay, clamshell boxes.
No, we when you grew up in a small town in Indiana and places like that, they would just do a really bad photocopy on a photocopier and then stick it on
right.
the outside of the box where you could barely read it. Yeah. So they weren't that fancy.
At least, yeah, at least that preserves the original. But this is the one. Forgive me for the dust because I haven't dusted these.
oh,
This is the one box from my childhood that survived. This is my actual Donkey Kong
Wow.
Country from my childhood. But you know, kids are stupid. I threw away my all my boxes and it's like,
yes. That's why I say, like, I
Yeah.
know some people, like, I shared this and Dan was like, where'd you get that? Like, he understood why these are cool. You can get these on eBay because it's like most kids do throw away the boxes or, you know,
Yeah.
they're made of cardboard, they fall apart. So this is a great alternative if, especially when you're
Absolutely.
repurchasing games and you can get the game without any kind of box. Like, you get this to protect it. And these are cool. They're very sturdy. They print out the artwork. Like, I love these things. Thank you.
Yeah, you
Wiley.
can show you can show them on your shelf and protect the game
Yeah.
at the same time. It's great. Donkey Kong Country 3. I don't have Donkey Kong Country 2 complete. I only have the cartridge. Is one that I haven't found. The first video game I ever played.
Oh, dude.
Really?
This
I've
is
never
the
played
Magical
that.
Quest. Oh, it's fantastic. You should.
The
Th-
Magical
those
Quest. Let's see.
Capcom / Disney games from back in the day were just absolutely fantastic.
And this is what I was
So
talking
good.
about with the Super Nintendo, the music and the reverb and the sounds of being in a
Yes,
cavern
bro.
and the music,
Yeah.
it just hits different on a Super Nintendo, especially Capcom.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. I found
So,
it
speaking
on
of
Etsy
Capcom.
for $37.
Best
Oh.
non-tutorial ever. Mega Man X.
Absolutely. Best
Yeah.
non-tutorial. This is another clamshell one. Another Mickey Mouse game, Mickey Mania. So good. You go through like all the historical iconic cartoons, Mickey Mouse cartoons, so great. Another clamshell for
dude.
Castlevania
Ooh.
4 or Super Castlevania 4 because everything had to be super.
It was
And,
super.
the
Ah.
greatest remakes of all time, in my opinion.
All stars.
Greatest remakes of all
A
time.
beautiful, anger-inducing game.
Lost Levels
Yeah.
made me want to throw it
Lost
out the window.
Levels,
Yeah.
man.
It's horrible.
Yeah. The last one is actually an accessory, but it's kind of a cartridge. Do you have that, Mo?
I'm going to get my hands on a Super Game Boy 2 from Japan because
So
they
good.
fixed
Oh
the
yeah,
internal
it's
clock.
more precise.
More
Yeah.
precise. Yeah, sorry. We're nerding out, but yeah, I used to love those. I would play Metroid 2 and
So good.
but there were games that actually augmented. It would actually you could do
Yes.
Donkey Kong and Space Invaders. You could actually play a Super
Yeah.
Nintendo game off the Game Boy cartridge, which was really
Yeah,
cool.
and
Yeah.
some games would have exclusive backgrounds. You know, you get like the Game Boy background, like the
and
Game
palettes.
Boy screen.
and-
Yeah,
so cool.
palettes. I recently played Pokemon Yellow on my TV, a real playthrough, and it was awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have CIB from Super Nintendo, I think.
Wow. Well, I
Yeah.
know Mo has to go in a minute. Is there anything that you want to show off before you go? Anything you want to show Dan or say anything before you got to go, Mo?
Oh, dude, I have so much stuff. We would never get through it.
Well, we'll do this again.
Oh, for sure. Okay, so
Let's go.
in America, before we had Game Boys and stuff, we had classic football for the Mattel. This came out in 1979.
Ooh,
And it's just
79.
yeah, this is a repro from 2001, which is still old, makes me sad.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so it would just make noises, and you would try to run across the field, and yeah, and this is actually really fun, but it's
Wow.
definitely from 1979. I can assure you. But
Dang.
yeah, other than
Wow.
that, no, I love talking.
2001 has been 25 years ago.
No, I know, and I was happy when I got this because my cousin had it when I was my older cousin had it, and I'd hang out at his house in the 80s. He'd have that, and he had an Apple II with all kinds of electronic
Wow.
arts games. So
Uh-huh.
back here, and I'll show it off sometime. I have a Macintosh, like complete with the keyboard and the mouse, and I have like all the
Wow.
diskettes. And dude, I'm like all in on
Does it
retro
work?
too.
Have you turned it on? Have you turned it on?
Oh yeah, no, I have a disc emulator in the back so I can load games into it. So yeah,
Wow,
I've
that's
taken
amazing, man.
taken it apart. I have
Yeah.
CRT adjustment tools. Okay, here's one more thing. If we're talking about things,
I want to go shopping with these guys.
if you yeah, and great segue.
Forget girls shopping for dresses and makeup. I wanted to go retro shopping with these guys.
So the problem with buying cartridges nowadays, and I saw people like Wiley Davis talking about making boxes and stuff like that. People don't represent it sometime, and people don't represent repro cartridges. So if you're going to go shopping for high level, expensive Super Nintendo cartridges, you need these guys. These are specific bits to open up Super Nintendo cartridges, and if they don't let you open it up, they're not legit. They should always let you open up the cartridge to take a look. So
I think Dan has something. Oh, look at
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
let's go.
I feel left out. I need one
for the Super Nintendo and for the Game Boy.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
Different sizes.
But yeah, no, it's
don't go retro hunting without them.
They don't let you open it up. They're not legit. They don't know what they're doing. So. But yeah.
Well, I'll let you go. I know life calls, Mo. Thank you so much for coming on. I would love to do this again. So I'll make sure, maybe more of a notice and everything.
Yeah, I'm geeking out now talking about all this stuff because when I talk about, when he's talking about capture speeds and like we're talking about clocks and the Super Game Boy, it's like when I talk about that with normal people, they're like, "Go away, please. I don't understand."
Yeah, exactly.
But to have somebody that understands my language is glorious, and this is a great show. You should. I totally look forward to watching it and being on it in the future for sure when you want me. But it's awesome.
Fun.
Yeah. So
let's go.
Pleasure, guys. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys later.
See you later.
Take care,
Thanks,
man.
Mo. So before I forget, guys, thank you so much. I'm so wrapped into listening to these guys talk and paying attention to the YouTube side that I totally missed a couple of things over on Kick. Thank you, Mongoose, for being subscribed for 37 months over there. And also, West, thank you for the 500 kicks. Wicked, since you're a big N64 fan, are you going to get an analog 3D way better than OG N64? What's the analog 3D?
It's we were talking about FPGA, how it emulates at the level of the hardware. So it's basically a clone of the Nintendo 64 that it has 4K output. It has a bunch of cool stuff, cool things you can improve over the original Nintendo 64. I wouldn't say it's better than in the Nintendo 64 because a lot of people who want those things want for the nostalgia. And so if you're nostalgic about it, you want something that it's closer to the real thing. But if you want an improvement and you want to play it on modern TVs and stuff, that's absolutely great.
Yeah, I mean I probably not because I love my Nintendo 64. Like I got the jungle green one, not the same one from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
My mom threw it away. Moms do that.
It's definitely
sometimes.
better than playing your Nintendo 64 directly hooked on your modern TV. So if you only have a console, if you only want to have a console and a TV, definitely buy this. But if you want the actual experience of historically correct experience, you got to get a CRT and a real Nintendo 64. There's no way around it.
Yes, I mean I have that, so maybe
Yeah.
in the future I would get that for streams, right? That might make the
For
streaming part.
streams,
Yeah,
yeah,
it'd be way
fantastic
easier.
for streams. Yeah,
I'll look into that. Thank you, West and Wiley. Thank you for
yeah.
being subscribed for 36 months over on Kick. Thank you guys so much for the love over there. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. It's nice to do this, right? Like it's like a break from the modern pop culture talk and everything going
Yeah.
on. Like it's just fun, and it's nice to do shows like this where you're passionate about things like, you know, retro gaming and all that.
Absolutely.
I have a few. I'll step away from games for a second. I've showed this off before. This is probably, I'm sure I have other old ones, but this is from 1963.
Wow.
This comic, yeah. Like
63.
I can't believe Wiley gave me this, and don't worry, I will protect this
This
forever.
is insane.
Like the thing is, you know how like when people get things graded, they're worth a lot, right?
Uh-huh.
This just raw, even with damage, is worth a lot. Like if it's like, but I'm like, I opened it up and I know like Mo and Jay were like, oh, be careful, like because it's open already. It's just slid in here, right? Because I wanted to look at the ads and stuff in there. Like this is something that is just so amazing. Like when I went to Vegas, I was
awesome.
talking to Gary about it, and I was like, he's like, is that like the only comic you have? I was like, no, it's just probably one of the coolest ones that I have, and I wanted to brag to you for a minute about my cool comic. Yeah,
That would be a hell of a one comic to have. If that was
yeah.
the only.
I know, right? Yeah, no, I've got
That's amazing.
a lot. Do you? I don't think I ever asked you. Do you collect comics? Do you have any comic books? I'm sure you have at least a couple, right?
I just bought some Asterix. Do you know Asterix? They're not very. It's not very popular in America. It's a French comic of a Gaul that fights
No.
Romans. That it has a.
What? No.
Yeah, it has a magic potion and he punches Romans. It's super funny. But yeah,
That sounds funny.
But I don't collect it. Hell yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. I don't collect old comics, but I read comics. I usually buy like modern reprintings, but I don't necessarily collect old ones. I used to have from my father's collection, from my dad's collection, a bunch of Karl Barks, Donald Duck comics and Uncle Scrooge comics
Oh,
that my
I love that.
mom threw away.
No, those are
Karl
probably
Barks
so
comics from the
valuable.
50s, from the 50s and early 60s, that belonged to my dad, was his childhood comics, and they're worth like thousands of dollars nowadays. And my mom, when I was a kid, like, but you know when you start to get older and your parents start throwing your shit away because they
Yes.
think you want.
Never gonna play with this
specifically
again.
moms. My dad would never throw that away. Specifically moms. They
Moms
start,
like to clean.
Oh, start throwing your old toys away, old comics away. So that's what happened.
Aw, well, that stinks. Yeah, my mom's gotten rid of a couple of things. I had, and Wiley corrected me, it was 66, not 63. Sorry, so that was from 66, but still, that's from the 60. That's an old comic.
Oh yeah.
So my mom, she got rid of my brother's Super Nintendo, and he was like, I could have fixed it. Like it was broken. All he had to do was probably just like fix one little screw and boom, it would have been working again.
Yeah.
And then somebody stole the power to my Nintendo 64, like, you know, the big back plug power. Like,
Yeah.
so she got rid of my Jungle Green 64, and that thing had so much character. My reset button was stuck because my cousin spilled soda on it. Like that was, there's some memories attached to that thing.
A lot of history.
I was like, no, Mom. But I have another one. It was sent to me, Jungle Green. I love it.
Awesome.
But it's, yeah, I do love Super Nintendo, but there's just that nostalgia thing for me. And like those videos you see of kids like in the early 2000s, 90s, whatever, opening up the Nintendo 64, that was me. It was like Christmas. I was like, oh my gosh, I got it. And I love Donkey Kong. It came with Donkey Kong. I think Nintendo kind of like dropped the ball by not, I know this would be expensive, but listen, this is just like the kid in me that wants this. When they released the new Switch, they should have done a couple different colors. Like they did with
everybody
Nintendo
complains
64.
about that.
Like
yeah,
this.
just like the Nintendo 64, the Game Boy Advances. Absolutely.
Like I would have
Game Boy
loved to get a Jungle
Colors.
Green one.
Yeah. Even
Yeah.
the original Game Boy had different colors.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, such a missed opportunity. And also the what is it called? I'm thinking on the Wii. It's not nunchucks. The controllers of the Switch. What is it
Joystick?
called?
Not the joysticks. The oh my gosh.
Some stupid name that
It
is
is.
supposed
I'm
to be
drawing a
joystick.
blank right now. Yeah.
Yeah, about we're talking about
Joy-Cons?
Joy-Cons. Yeah,
That's
some
it, yeah.
stupid name. Just call it I don't know. They should have done that, like collectible versions of that, like
Yeah.
Zelda ones, Mario ones, Princess Peach ones, and you only have the gray Joy-Cons for the Switch too, which is stupid, kind of stupid.
Yes. It's very stupid. Um, like switching gears from Nintendo, I have to play
We,
these.
we
Thank you.
forgot about Joy-Cons. That's so funny because we're talking about old
We're,
stuff.
I know we're back in the 90s
Yeah.
now. Let's come back to
Yeah.
to the current age. So these are games which everyone knows I love Buffy, and I've never played the games, but I have finally
Uh-huh.
have them. So I
Oh, the
have
PS1,
to,
yeah.
the PlayStation and then
PS2,
Xbox.
yeah.
Oh yeah, PS2, and then also I've never played the Evil Dead games besides that new one that came out for Saber that doesn't exist anymore.
I didn't
also
even
got
know there
these.
were Evil Dead games. That's amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to the Dallas Fan Expo and Sam Raimi's going to be there. And I'm trying to think of what I
That's
want to bring to
awesome.
have him sign because I freaking love Sam Raimi because not Evil Dead, but Spider-Man. Like,
Spider-Man, yeah.
so I'm like, what do I bring to have him sign? It's going to be something Evil Dead. As much as I love
Didn't he also
Spider-Man.
do Hercules and Xena?
Did he?
I think so. I think it's Sam Raimi, isn't it?
I wouldn't be surprised because
Let's
they used to
see.
have those cons, right? That was like Hercules would be there and Bruce Campbell and everything. We'll let Dan do the research on that one. But yeah, it's
He was
he's-
executive producer for
Okay.
the television series Hercules: The Legendary Journeys.
Okay. Yeah, that's oh, hold on. I think I see Corey's name and I'm afraid to click on this PayPal super chat. What did you send me, Corey? Dan probably knows because he's now infamous for these jokes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Corey. What's an astronaut's favorite social media website? MySpace.
Hey.
You said poppin', didn't you mean poopin'? You wrote poppin'. What's poppin', Dan? I think you meant to write what's poopin'.
He said it right.
He said it right.
He finally said it right, which is wrong because he always says it wrong.
He does.
Bruce Campbell
Yes.
will be on Film Threat?
Yes, I found that out when I was in Vegas. I
That's
found that out,
amazing.
and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And Alan's like, "What do you want me to ask him?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I need a second. Like, I can't. Like, I don't know."
Wow.
But like, Chris Gore is huge with like Evil Dead, so I'm like, he'll ask any question that I could think of. So I'm very excited for them.
Those guys like to hear questions about the obscure stuff, about the stuff that
Yes.
nobody asks about. When why am I blanking on his first name? The O'Donnell from the Halo, who composed the Halo theme. I forgot his first name. Marty O'Donnell. Marty O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot forgot half of his name. Everybody asking him about Halo this, Halo that on TNME. Yeah, Marty. I asked him about the real obscure stuff, like Myst.
They do like that.
Yeah, he opened such a big smile when I showed him my copy of Septerra Core, and it's like it's so cool to make these guys happy.
Oh, it is. Like I used to I go to cons a lot now, but I used to volunteer before I moved from Buffalo, and sometimes they would put me in like panel rooms, and I wasn't asking the questions, which I would have loved to do, but it was more so like if someone gets up, make sure they don't slam the door when they're like the celebrities talking and answering questions, right? So I had to like just kind of do
Yeah.
crowd control in a way, like I'm gonna do anything, people are just gonna run me over, but I liked being in the rooms. And I remember Alex Vincent, who played Andy on Child's Play, the Chucky, yeah. Everyone obviously was just like quoting Chucky stuff and asking him all this stuff, but he's actually a music producer and he has his own studio. And so I asked him what got him into like music, what made him want to produce music, and he seemed so happy about that question. Like,
yeah, they love
finally
that.
a real life question. And he was like, he even said like, "Thank you for asking that." And I was like, "No problem. I'm actually genuinely curious," because that's cool when you see that, right? Like he had a really cool podcast that he used to do too. He doesn't do it anymore, but like he had his own studio, and I'm like, that's cool. You don't expect that from someone like that. Like you think like, oh hey, you just do horror movies. No, he actually works with musicians and stuff. Like very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, it's like some type of artists only get asked about one single subject, and they probably like get so tired of that. Like William Shatner had his phase of not wanting to talk about Star Trek. There are like singers, metal singers that get famous because of one band, and they always go through that phase that they're sick and tired of talking about the main thing that they're famous for. But they always come back later because I think they understand that it is what it is. That's why you touched people with, and that's why that's your reach to the world, and it's normal. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like,
There's
look
a
at
big bike outside.
Oh, that's okay. I was like, is that a big? But I don't know. It's
No.
Brazil. I'm like, are you about to get kidnapped by a mosquito or something?
It's I live in a big city, as you can see through the window. It sucks. Big cities suck in any country. So
Yes, it's true. But like the Power Rangers people, right? They get the silliest questions. This was one of the first
Yes.
cons that I ever went to,
that's
and
another example.
it was the Blue Ranger Billy, David Yost, and like they answer the questions perfectly fine, but some grown adult, and this wasn't a joke question either, asked him which villain was the hardest to fight. And I'm like, man, like I know I would be able to be professional, right? But inside I'd be dying laughing. Like this 50-year-old is asking me this question. He's like, oh, Ivan Ooze was like pretty tough. That was from the movie. So they get questions like that, and but they lean into it, right? It's like you were heroes to these people, and some of them, that's all they did. So of course they're going to lean into it. But you just, at some point, you do have to just accept, like, hey, you're known for this. You decided to do this. Be happy that you're still making money off of it. Like if you're doing cons and selling merchandise and everything. So, but yeah, you could definitely tell when there's a point where they're just like,
here we go.
Especially when they've done other things. Like William Shatner's he's been in a lot of stuff since Star Trek. So he's probably like, all right, listen. I'm 90 years old. I've been in other things. Come on. But that's speaking of that, man, you made quite a stir with that, huh?
That just pisses me off, man, because the guy's 95 years old. He's a legend, not only culturally, but the guy's the oldest man to ever go to space. And like now, 100 years from now, when people are researching his online footprint, they will think he is this petty asshole who fights with fans and spends his day looking at bizarre drama and petty drama on Twitter, all because of this admin of his.
Yeah, it's not smart to have like somebody else at least check what they're posting. I know he's up there in age, but at least
I think he just doesn't understand it. He doesn't understand how significant Twitter is. I mean, we're always saying that Twitter is not real life. I will fix this for Dan, my best friend. I appreciate it, Jay. After throwing feces at me, he will do me like he'll do me this big one. I appreciate it.
Doing you a solid.
But yeah, we're always saying that Twitter is not real life, but at the same time, it has a pull. It's not insignificant. I always got to remember myself sometimes. Hey, this that I'm tweeting, probably my grandchildren will read.
Yeah, that's a fair.
When I pass away, very likely my children and my grandchildren will miss me, and they will look up things about me online because they miss me. They wanna, learn more about me and stuff. And this that I'm tweeting right now might come up. So it's
a little bit careful. Like, just be funny, right? They're like, "Wow, my grandpa was hilarious." That's what you want.
Yeah. So it's not real life, but it's not insignificant. So it is digital footprint. And archaeologists from the future, have you ever stopped to think about that? That archaeologists from the future will do internet archaeology. They will look what people were posting and tweeting and talking about like 500 years ago. And that will be a style of archaeology that people will do. Online research on old servers and that sort of stuff. And people will look up William Shatner and see him fighting with Gary.
Everyone's just coming at you. Wine moms really love my grandpa. My grandpa talked about poop a lot.
This might bring you some heat. Yeah.
No, but you're right.
Whenever you're tweeting, your grandchildren read it. Remember that.
It's a life quote from Dan Vasc. That's gonna go all over
Yeah.
probably.
Think about it.
That's here. You know what? Before I forget, Jose, I did promise to share your picture here. This is what he said. He's got to restore it. That's cool.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Let's go, man.
Wow. Yeah, I want some arcade
Amazing.
games, but I don't want to go get like the ones from Walmart that are gonna break. I feel like they're not gonna
Uh-huh.
last very long. So I would love to. There, yeah, Mo missed it, but he's in the chat to see it. That is very nice, Jose. I was at a pizzeria the other day and they had this old Mortal Kombat arcade game, and I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, I want it so bad. Give me this.
Which one do you remember?
It was 2. I think it was Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, one of the best ones.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 2. I took a picture. Hold on. Let me see. I'm like, I have to get a picture of it.
One of the
Yep,
best
it
ones.
was 2. It was 2.
Usually people fight between Mortal Kombat 2 and I think Ultimate 3, something like that. But yeah, it's
like
one of the
2.
best ones.
So a fun fact about me is like I don't play a lot of fighting games on stream because, to be fair, not everyone likes to watch that. They prefer story mode or like some like an internet. You know what I mean? It depends. Like multiplayer.
Yeah, it
maybe,
depends
but
what you get your audience used to, right? If you got
Yes.
them used to story-driven games,
yes. So, but
they
I
probably won't like fighting games.
probably not. But I love fighting games like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter,
Yeah.
Tekken, Soul Calibur. Like that's what I kind of grew up playing. Besides like Nintendo, like Donkey Kong and stuff. Street Fighter was 2 was the first game I ever played. I was 4 the first time I picked up that controller, and I was hooked. But yeah, I do really enjoy. I should play some more Mortal Kombat. People enjoy that. I played the newest one, which was it was more like a movie with a little bit of combat. It was like
It's
Mortal
very
Kombat.
controversial, yeah.
Yes, and the way they dress some of them and stuff, like it's not even that Katana's clothes weren't revealing enough. It's that she looked all like boxy and weird. I'm like, this was a choice.
Yeah, all the
weird.
characters were very downgraded in their attractiveness.
Yeah, which is so. I don't get it, but yeah, the gameplay, it was like
it's modern culture. Modern culture be like that.
Yes, it was like Mortal cutscenes with some combat. I think that's what I said because I'm sitting there like, okay, I just want to fight. But
Yeah.
I finished it.
That's why
I
I don't buy when people try to sell me things and they say it's not woke. Look, it's not woke. It doesn't need to be woke to still have like the modern DNA in it, like girl bosses and like downgraded attractiveness. The guys are not as badass as the girls and stuff like that. So I think that new Mortal Kombat is a perfect example of that. There's nothing that you can point at and say, hey, look, this is woke, this is leftist, this is communistic or stuff. But it's like, it is through those lenses though. It is made through that worldview that that impregnated modern culture, and it's like it's so hard to escape from nowadays. That's why I do retro.
No, that's smart. It keeps your sanity, like, and people can
Yeah.
tell that you're really enjoying it, right? I don't no shade to people that play the new games, right? Because you get people
No,
like
not at all.
like Vera who suffers to review games for people. Like so, once in a while, like I love when I go on and she's playing something she actually loves because I'm glad because she's a real like a true gamer. All jokes aside, because we make the jokes that she's not really a gamer, right? Never played a game in her life. That's what the journalists say. But she, she reviews these awful games and sticks it out and plays through the whole thing. So I love seeing her enjoy a game, and that's like your streams. People like to watch. I'm assuming, anyways, because like you're enjoying it. You're really loving what you're playing, and it's escapism for people watching you enjoy something, and then also getting introduced to a game that maybe they never heard of, right? Because there's games that I play that came out way before I was born that I still enjoy. Ones that I did not know about when I was a kid that I'm finding now, and I'm like, oh, this is such a good game. Like this, like I love Spider-Man, but I never played Spider-Man games growing up, and I love this game. But now I know why. I'm like, there was one particular moment where I was Rhino was charging at me and I had to have him crash into and get electrocuted. And I'm like, what is happening here? Like, I'm not that bad at video games. Like, I got it done, but now I know that there was like that slight lag because I'm watching on OBS.
There's a slight lag.
Yeah. So I got to fix that before I continue with this. I think I probably will just update
There's
my
so much
thing.
cool stuff in the past that people never experience, and it's like you can spend the rest of your life playing masterpieces without having played anything new ever.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
that. There's that, Mo. Yeah.
And
I
then
mean, at least they justify it saying it's like it's an alternate reality, right? It's an alternate reality created by events of the last game. So those they changed Master Baracho to an old woman as well. So it's like, oh, in this parallel universe, this guy's a woman, the guy's good, that other guy is bad. But it's like at least it's a parallel world. But
explaining it, but it's still, to me, like, it's getting so played out, right? Them doing, like, the whole multiverse
yeah, it's like it's
thing.
the context. The context, and it's like there was a reason those decisions were made that doesn't have anything to do with the quality of the game.
Yes, I struggled at that. Like, I actually, like, I don't think they meant for that to be a comedy part, but that's how I took it. I'm sitting there, like, trying to fight my way up. So the way that one ends is you're running up, like, kind of like the tower. You know how you do the tower fighting in Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat.
yeah.
It was like a play on
Uh-huh.
that, which I can appreciate that, but it was like a multiverse. So I'm running up, I'm a katana, and there's like all these different versions, like a female scorpion, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but that's not intimidating. Like, a girl
Yeah.
going, get over here, like, no, yeah, that's not gonna work for me. I'm like, no, but I'm like,
Yeah.
that would be a fun cosplay though. So maybe I got an idea of like a female scorpion cosplay for myself.
Yeah.
But like seeing a female scorpion was pretty funny. That scene was a little bit wild.
Yeah. The graphics are great though.
Yeah. I want to play the last one I really enjoyed was the PS3. I think it was Mortal Kombat. I keep forgetting 8 or 9. Let me see. That was great. It was PS3. It was a fantastic. Yep, it was 9. It was so good. I loved that one. PS3. And then
Yeah.
10, the one that came out before this one, it's like they're kids. Everyone says that it was a pretty good story. I started it and I didn't hate it. I just never finished it.
Was that 10?
That was 10, I think. Yeah. And then this one is Mortal Kombat 1 because it's like a, they redid everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
I thought I thought it was a straight out remake of Metal Gear 1. That's why I got interested in it and bought it. But yeah, it wasn't.
MK11 had a great story. Yeah,
Yeah,
people say-
11. I
Yeah,
thought
not 10, it was 11.
I think it was 11, yeah.
Yeah, I have it on. I think I have. I don't know if I have it on Steam. Yeah, that's right. It was 11. It wasn't 10. I have 11 on PlayStation 4. I know I have it on 4, so maybe one day we'll hook that up.
The PlayStation 4 was the last modern console that I really had fun playing.
You have one?
modern games. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the
I
last one you
got-
got? Did you get the PS5 or
No,
anything?
I have the PS5. I have the PS5, but yeah, I gave it a chance. But I just end up playing PS4 games on it. I keep going back to PS4 on my PS5, and that's majorly what I use it for.
Yeah, I get that. I do. I play. I probably use the 4 a bit more because I don't know. I just have it hooked up in my living room and it's a bit more simple. But I actually, the Mortal Kombat versus DC universe was fun. Did you play that one?
It was. I remember that.
Yeah, there was that one. Is that the one I'm thinking of? There was another one. I don't think it was this one, but I remember X-23. It wasn't obviously it wasn't DC because that's Marvel. But it was it Capcom? Like Capcom
Marvel
versus Capcom?
versus Capcom?
I think that's what it was. Because I played as
That sounds like
X-23.
it.
Marvel. I have to look it up now. It's been a while. That was one of the ones that like we would get together and play as friends, and that was fun. Marvel versus I think it was Marvel versus Capcom. It had to be. But that one was fun too. I just like fighting games. Good fighting games.
Probably the
3?
fighting game I played the most was Soul Calibur 3 on the PS2.
Oh, yes, I actually played quite a bit of that as well. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yes. He's still here with us. Just in the chat. Okay.
Ultimate Marvel versus Capcom 3.
Ultimate. Okay, 'cause the cover didn't look familiar to me, so I'm like,
There's
which
so
one am I
many of
thinking
those
of?
games that I get confused. Yeah.
Yes, and I didn't have it, so it was like friends brought it over. So like, if it wasn't one that I physically owned, I can't.
Uh-huh.
I get confused. Hope they included Duck Leon as a playable character. That'd be awesome. Duck Leon. I love my little
Duck
Duck
Leon.
Leon.
I saw that. I
Um,
noticed that. Oh,
he's
is that
great. I
Leon?
love
Is
this.
that
I have
Leon as a duck?
the rest of them are back there. There's Claire, Jill, and Chris. There's no Ada yet.
Great.
Weird. I thought they would have Ada right away, but he's my favorite. I love
And he's all
Leon.
mad.
He's very mad duck. Oh, but I feel like I've probably taken enough of your time. So I don't know if we should start wrapping it up. Is there anything else that you want to talk about or show?
I can hang out for as long as you like. I don't have
Okay.
anything.
We can go for a little bit longer. Then I just wanted we didn't really
Yeah.
like plan a time, so I didn't want to like
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
you. All right.
No, it's
well,
cool.
I wonder if I should here. I'll let you talk to
Mm.
chat, and I'm gonna show off my little shelf over
Uh-huh.
there that I set up. There's not a lot there, but some of the girls in the chat are probably gonna like this because I have some like old Barbies that I'll show you. So
Old
let me.
Barbies.
Yes, yes. So I
Wow.
will switch over to the
From when
phone.
Barbie was white.
They are white Barbies.
Hey,
They are.
wow. Those are becoming rare.
They are. Okay, I'll be back in 10 seconds.
Okay.
Gotta make sure I
so
mute.
Chick74 said more titles on PS4, and I read something different the first time I read it. I read more. This is not my channel, so I don't know if I should say it. But I think you guys know. Does Dan have an Atari Pong? I don't have that. The oldest home console I have is the Atari 2600. It's the oldest one, and it's the Atari 2600 is from the 70s, but I'm not sure mine is specifically manufactured in the 70s because they
Okay.
kept making them. I think it's from the late 70s. I'll make sure to check that.
Okay.
The second camera. Let's go.
Does it sound awful?
No, it doesn't. Sounds pretty good.
I turned the phone down so I hear Dan on my headphones over there.
Uh-huh.
On the
So-
scene. So I just wanted to do this
Yeah.
because we had this set up. We were gonna have like
I
mics
could
and
not make mine work. I could not make mine work, and it was a disaster. But sorry, go ahead.
stuff. Okay. Well, just take a gander, guys. This is my little shelf that I wanted to show off here. Let me do this.
Are
I don't
those
wanna talk too much 'cause the
N64
audio's gonna be
cartridges?
awful.
Hey, that's
Yes.
awesome.
I
Man,
feel
that
like I'm,
really
like,
works.
vlogging.
That really works. So you have N64 cartridges like with their yeah. So you can get N labels for those.
Oh.
Like customized N labels for this. It's so stupid that they make those N64 cartridges without N labels.
Yeah, and before anybody freaks out, I don't usually leave them like that. I did that for here, let me switch. Hold on. I did that for
Now you're
Just for
echoing.
this.
You probably forgot to mute your other mic.
okay, here we go. Good now? It should be off.
Now it's good.
Okay. Yeah. No, I just wanted to show because I know people are probably like, oh my gosh, like that is so loud. But our plan was to do that, like take you guys on an adventure and show stuff out, but we couldn't really
Yeah,
get
it
the
didn't-
audio to work. So I'm like, I
didn't
set my
work,
little
yeah.
shelf up. So don't worry, guys. I don't let them sit there and collect us. I set those out so that you guys could see them. They're gonna
Uh-huh.
go back and be safe. But yeah, that's one of my little shelves. I'm in the middle of organizing, so I'm like, it doesn't all look as nice as that in my little corner over here. But yes, what were you saying? It was kind of low
No.
about the labels.
No, the labels they stopped doing the N labels for the N64, like the when you can read what the name of the game is when the cartridge
Oh,
from the top of the cartridge. They stopped doing that on the Nintendo 64, and it's so stupid because now people are just printing them at home and gluing them on the cartridge. So it was something so easy to fix.
yeah. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to mess with anything, like especially with glue. Like, don't give me glue.
No, glue. I'm exaggerating. Like you can like it's basically a sticker that people
Oh, I
get.
got you.
And
Okay.
and just so you can tell what cartridge is that when you're looking at it from the top,
Okay.
or when it's set like vertically
Yeah,
on your
so
shelf.
like
Yeah.
the let's see, I don't have one of my I don't have
The
one of my
the
Super Nintendo. Like the Super Nintendo
like
has
the
that.
Super Nintendo ones have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
gonna show one, but all I have here right now is, besides the Zombie Ate My Neighbors, which I'm gonna wait. I'll open that one and record it. This limited
Yes,
edition
record
one.
it.
Yes. But it's great. Oh, thanks, Shane. This is actually, I didn't finish it yet, but if I'm on like the third chapter, whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
This is
nice.
good. Like this is Punisher. Like he's going after the Nucci family, and there was one particular part in the beginning where he goes to heaven and he sees his family again. You know how his family
Oh,
got killed?
wow.
And he's like, the angels sent me back because they thought that this would be punishment to me. It's not. I'm killing everybody, every low life. Like he's like, nah, I'm cleaning the city up. And I was like, ooh, that's like
Wow.
true Punisher right there. Very good, very good.
All I know about
it.
Punisher is that 90s movie.
Well, if you like Punisher, this right here is a good one to get.
Nice.
Yeah, it's because the Nucci family, they're the ones that's why his family died. They got caught in the crossfires. So that's why he's going after them, and like all the scum of the city is great. Yeah,
That's
Nucci.
awesome.
West, thank you for sending another 500 kicks. Wicked, you should also think about getting an EverDrive 64 Pro so that you can play ROMs on OG hardware. Switching cards is annoying. Yeah.
Yeah. What I showed you, this FX pack, the same guy who does that, like he does it for NES, Nintendo 64, like he does it for everything. So just whatever you're looking for, just type, just look for like N64 EverDrive and you'll find something. There's even cheaper options, but I tried to give preference to the guy who made the original EverDrives because he's older in this industry and he knows what he's doing. But there are even cheaper options out there.
That's why I just pulled up his website.
Yes,
okay.
That's his Swedish, right? Or Finnish, something like that.
Oh, these are cool. You know, I'll let you guys look at what I'm looking at. These are cool. Listen, it must just be the you know, the kid in me because I grew up with my Jungle
That's
Green.
What it is.
Like this. Yes.
Oh, look at that. That's
I like
awesome,
watermelon reds. He's even got a couple like these are cool.
Yeah. Hey, considering that's every Nintendo 64, it's not that expensive.
No, and also he's out of the watermelon red is in stock, so I might have to not get the Jungle Green. That's cool though, actually.
And,
I would
and
think
you're on his
that.
website. That's good.
Yeah, that's his website. Yeah,
buy straight from him. Because there's sometimes scalpers sell it on eBay too when he's out of stock.
eBay gets on my nerves sometimes.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I get like if someone, because some people go on there and they'll sell something that they don't want to get rid of, right? That has sentimental value, but like they need the money or something, right? Like I've seen people have to do it and I feel bad for them. And then you get people that are like, well, like trying to get like half off. And it's like, you know what this is worth. I think eBay is, it's the internet is just like that. But I think people that are like true collectors that want to keep stuff will pay the price that it's worth, right? But the people that want to resell it, those are the ones that are very annoying on the internet.
Yes.
I had a friend trying to sell something that was worth a lot, and they were just getting very upset because they didn't want to get rid of it, and people were trying to like lowball them.
Yeah, haggle for stuff that you're really sentimental over. And eBay has a feature that if you're willing for people to haggle for your stuff, like you can like. They put it the price or best offer. That's what it says, right? So like if they let you do that, by all means, but if the guy doesn't give you that option, don't do it because it's very rude.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but it's like personally, I could never, like when I bought those Rocky movies, they were already very cheap. Like it was like less than 50, I think, for all of them. I'm like, sold, I'll get it. I would have spent more. So I'm like, okay, I could never just like be like, hey, how about like half price? Like, I don't know. I just don't have that in me. If I'm willing to get something, I'm going to pay the prices they put, because again, like eBay takes a percentage. Like I know people are just trying to make some money. I get it. That's just how I am though. I mean, I guess if I want to buy something that I know is worth like $50 and they're selling it for like 200, I'm like, I know. I'm just not even going to message them though. That's the thing. Like I'll wait to find somebody that has it at the correct price. That's just how I am. Like I'm not going to message someone and be like, hey, give this to me for cheaper. But that's just me. No shade to anyone that does that. I know a lot of people do it. I'm just saying personally, I can't do that.
But people usually do that more over the internet because you wouldn't have the courage to haggle that hard in a store, for example, or
no way.
Yeah, because like it will look super weird. Like you will look sleazy.
Yes.
But on the internet, since you're not face to face with the person, like you're a little bit more comfortable with being sleazy, and people often do it a little bit more.
Yes, and Wiley knows. Wiley gets all the stuff. If you really want it, you have to high bid and bid at the last second. Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. That's still like if you really want it. Like Wiley is somebody who was a collector. He doesn't
There's
buy
a
things
whole
to resell
science.
it.
Yeah. The Wiley probably does know a bunch of that stuff, but there's like the way you order the results, the time you search, the time of day, the day of the week you search. There's a whole science about getting rare stuff on eBay that is super cool to learn.
Yeah, it is. Like Wiley's probably someone that you could pick his brain and he would tell you everything you need to know. And yeah, Hertz, where's my $15? You only paid $5 of it. Let's go. Of course I remember. I'm Italian. I never forget when somebody owes me money. This all started because of the whole blocking thing, like the William Shatner thing. That's what that joke is from. I'm blocked somewhere.
Okay.
Hertz is like, he just said something like $20 to unblock Wicked, and I was like, all right, give me the 20. You owe me the 20 now because you hurt my feelings.
Yeah, and it's super weird that it's not Shatner running that account, and whoever runs it charges money, and they go on blocking sprees and then charge money.
And don't they have like X money activated as well?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's like, does he not know? Like, is he being taken advantage of? Like, I'm sure he's very aware that the account exists and he knows who's running it. But does he know that this person is like trying to shake people down for some money?
Yeah, we were talking about that before, but we didn't finish. I think he just doesn't understand the reach and importance of social media. I think he doesn't understand. He probably thinks some very underground niche thing that like a forum. He probably should think it's a forum or something.
Probably.
And it's like, oh, it's important to be there, so I'll just hire this guy to pretend he's me and be there for me. That's what it's understood of the situation by most people, because it's very, very bizarre.
It is. I wonder if it's ever going to be brought to his attention, like if they're going to do something like he has
his family
video.
What I'm most like shocked about is that he has family, and are they not aware of that stuff? They don't know that their father or grandfather is like looking really, really bad online with that sort of stuff that he's doing. So that's what shocks me the most. Not that a 95-year-old doesn't care, because 95-year-olds don't care.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Like, he doesn't really understand.
It's the family.
Yeah, maybe they are in on
family.
Maybe they are. It's weird though. It's just the whole situation is very odd. I wonder if we're gonna get like some video where like, hey, I run this. This is my account. And they just like record him saying it.
Yeah, and it's like, instead of recording a 5-second video saying, hey, it's me, I run my Twitter account, here it's me typing on Twitter. No, this really accomplished 95-year-old stops his day to type like a wall of text, instead of recording a wall of text that doesn't prove anything, because anyone could have typed that.
Yes.
Instead of recording a 5 to 10 second video.
Yeah, Jay will fix it. The next time Shatner asks him for a fork, he's going to be like, I got your fork, but also, do you go on Twitter? Like, are you aware of what's going on over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I won't be surprised if Shatner has absolutely no idea that it's even changed names. Like, it's now called X, that sort of stuff. And also, you know what's even weirder? That guy, Paul Camuso, he's into NFTs and crypto stuff. He has a company that deals with that sort of stuff.
Really? That's even more suspicious.
And you see William Shatner on X promoting that sort of stuff, NFTs and cryptocurrency projects.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't dive that deep into it, right? I just like someone's running his channel.
I said, Paul Paul. Not Paul.
Oh, what?
They taught me how to say it on TNME. It's Paul. I was saying Pokemuso on TNME. It's Paul.
Listen,
I
it's his
said it.
accent, okay? Stop
Yeah.
picking on people for sounding different, Mo. Yeah, Stan Lee went through something like that too, right? Like near the end. So other
Yeah.
people running his accounts. Ugh. I wish I would have brought it up. This is probably the nicest. It's definitely one of my favorite items that I own, but it's hanging up in my living room. It's a picture of Stan Lee signing a picture, and I have the signed picture of Spider-Man.
That's
It
awesome.
is so awesome. I
So
love
I have the
it.
signed picture and a picture of
Of him
signing
signing
the
it.
picture.
Yep. It's great. It's so nice. And we got another super chat over through PayPal from Jose. Thank you. Tips on finding good retro estate sales and pawn shops. Also, price charting is a good website to see prices on retro stuff and how much it has sold in the past, high to low. Thank you, Jose.
Yeah.
Do they have estate sales over there? Like in Brazil?
It's very different in Brazil. It's getting harder and harder to get retro stuff in person, like in stores or
Really?
flea markets and stuff, because of either the economy or the violence or a combination of both. We don't have a lot of yard sales over here. We don't have that yard sale culture.
Okay.
So yeah. So yeah, mostly I buy stuff online nowadays because of that. But it used to be relatively easier, but that died slowly, and now it's almost impossible to get stuff in person.
I should probably hit up some more estate sales, especially ones like closer to Orlando, right? Because you get people that get stuff. You know, if it sounds sad, but it's usually because like someone passed away, right? So if it's someone that's lived
Yeah.
in Florida, passed away, lived here for like 50 years, they probably have some gems from like Disney and
Mhm.
Universal and stuff. I feel like, and what I've heard from estate sales, especially in like very big areas like that, is like you have to be there at like the crack of dawn because there's lines of people waiting. I've never been to an estate sale. I've always, wanted to go to one, but I've
It's the
seen
same with flea
videos.
markets. The same
Yeah.
logic. Yeah.
Yes, I do. I like flea markets. There's a few near me that have like this is a newer thing. I don't remember like seeing stuff like this really in Buffalo before I moved. I'm sure it was a thing, but didn't see it until I moved here to Florida, where you could rent a section. Like they'll have these big,
Oh.
yeah, like and you rent it, and you don't have to stay there. Like you price everything, and then somebody sits there and runs the storefront, like whoever owns the entire building, and then like okay, you get the money to your account when someone buys it, so you could rent out like a corner and put all your stuff in there. I've gone to a few of them; they're fun, and like
Interesting.
if they'll text the person too if it's like if something is like severely overpriced and I'm like, and they see me like kind of thinking about it and like, well, I can text them and ask them to take a lower thing. I'm like, okay, if you sure, I don't have to do it. You could do it. That's like the only time that I would do that, right? I wouldn't be like, hey, tell them to give me half for this. Like, I just can't do that. But
you got to read the room. You got to learn to
Exactly.
read the room and know when it's appropriate. But yeah, one tip I can give that I think is universal, just when I think about my best hauls of retro stuff, collectibles, games, vinyl, VHS, my best hauls almost always came from word of mouth. Like just letting people know, always let people know that you collect and what you collect, because people are trying to get rid of old stuff all the time. And what you said, sometimes stuff that they're sentimental about and they want to throw away, they also don't want to go through the trouble of selling it, so they want to give away to someone. So I got a lot of hauls, retro hauls like that, just someone who knew I was a collector and hey, I have this, hey, I have that, or like, hey, my I don't know, my husband's trying to get rid of all of his vinyl collectors. Well, you want something from it? That sort of stuff. So just let people know that you're a retro weirdo and you take old stuff from basements. And you will
I'm a
collect
basement
it.
dweller. Let me in.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's because people like that, because there's a difference between people who are true collectors and like I know Wiley is someone who's had a lot of stuff and he sends things to a lot of us in the community because he knows that like me, he sends me Buffy stuff. He knows that's not going anywhere. Like, that I'm
Exactly.
actually going to enjoy it. And I'm the same way. Like
Yeah.
I've given I've been sent a lot of video games to where I'll have like doubles, triples, and I'm like, all right, Vera is a loot goblin. and she loves games. So I sent her a box
Yeah.
of like, I bought her some stuff at Universal too, but I threw some games in there, and Mo got a few too, and they were just so grateful for them. Like, because Mo has his kid,
Yeah.
and I've sent stuff that I knew his son would like. So I love doing that, giving things to people that I know they're going to really enjoy it, versus like give it to someone that's like, you know, oh, I'm going to turn around and just sell it, which
Yeah.
it's not that that's a problem, but it feels better when you know it's going to like a good home.
Yeah.
And I think people
And-
like, especially if it's like an estate sale or something, like their parents died and they know like, hey, like you come in and they've got these games that you love, like, okay, so
Oh,
dad
yeah.
would love that this is going to someone that's gonna love it.
Yeah,
know?
I've bought the entire collection of a friend of mine who passed away. His name was Raphael. He's actually in two of my videos.
I
bought
remember.
his I bought his entire collection from his mom, and it's like the happiness of his mom. She
Aw.
doesn't know squat about retro games, so I had to do research and make sure I was giving her a fair amount for the collection. But the how happy she was, not necessarily because she was making money, but she was always mentioning how she was happy about the stuff from her son being on in the house of a friend of his.
Aw.
Now it belongs to a friend of his. Now she was always mentioning how happy she was about that. So yeah, people are happy when they give away stuff to people who or even sell stuff, which was my case, to people who will really value it and want resell it, try to flip it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And Mo, yes, your CRT is not going anywhere. Now I want more. You've just made me want more. This one stays in my room. Like I said, that's where I go to
Yeah.
unplug. Like no phone, no like Netflix, none of that crap. When I just
Yes.
want to watch a VHS. Like, and this is just to show Dan, because I know he's probably seen some of this, but this is what I've been doing. I should be doing it like once a week because people really enjoy it. But I do stuff like this here where I just pop in into the CRT.
Oh hell yeah!
You're right. The sound
Spider-Man
is
1.
better. Yep. And you can hear everything, you know, like so good.
Oh, that's great. That's great
Yeah.
CRT capture.
'Cause it has like the lines in
Am
it, but
You sure you want to know?
Some phones
Alex.
align the shutter speed automatically.
yeah, it's fine.
But
I have like this too. I had the little like what was this? People loved this because it was like the nostalgia of it. This one kind of blew up, and I think it was on,
So
like,
those
TikTok, so.
those little circles that you see on the screen, those little
Yeah.
distortions, are called moire patterns, and there's like it's because the camera is trying to focus on the scan lines rather than the content of
Yes.
the video. So if you have any control over the focus on your phone, or if you ever want to do that with a DSLR camera, just get it out of focus a little bit, just
Okay.
slightly out of
Okay.
focus, and then you get rid of those distortions.
Yeah, see, like you can see it really heavy.
But
on
this is
one.
awesome.
It's
Yeah,
so
the
cool.
the cell
yeah.
phone is trying to lock. The cell phone is trying to lock on the moire pattern. Yeah, the cell phone, but those other lines, those dark lines, are something completely different that has to do with the that's the sort of stuff Mo said that is just geeky retro stuff.
Yeah.
That is the phone trying to lock the shutter speed to the frequency of the TV. So that you can solve by simply putting your phone on 160.
Okay.
1/60 shutter speed, and then those lines will disappear.
Good to know. I'll give it a try. Maybe I'm in the mood to watch some Rocky later, so maybe I'll pop it in, record a little bit. Because I thought about it. I'm like, I should upload like a reel like that like once a week or like a couple times a month because
Uh-huh.
people really enjoy it. But when the thing is, when I sit down to do that, or like whether I am playing a game or I'm watching a movie, my phone's away and I'm just chilling. Like I even have a comfortable little like one of those cool pillows, like you know the ones
Uh-huh.
that like you could prop like as a kid, like younger, you could prop up on it. I got that against my bed and I'm just chilling. Like I'm locked out of the world. So I forget to
Yeah, it's
record.
awesome.
It's okay. Like you
So
gotta.
do you have an iPhone or Android?
I have a Android. I have a Pixel.
Okay, so if you're using Android and you're trying to take pictures of your CRT, I found that the Android phone locks better on the shutter speed and the frequency on the CRT when you use night mode.
Night
So
mode.
if you take a picture
okay.
on night mode of your CRT, this is a tip for you guys at home too. Take a picture of your CRT on night mode.
Okay, that's actually really good. I'm gonna give it a try. I'll do
Yeah.
all these little. I'll test it out and
Yeah.
yes.
I went through all of it, like trying to post stuff about retro on Twitter and on Instagram.
You've done all the testing for everybody.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Mo's taking notes too.
Of course he is.
Look at that.
And Jose, thank you for another PayPal super chat. We'll call it that. Thank you for the 10. Last one. If anyone in the chat can find an N64 banana controller with a sleeve for Wicket, I would appreciate for her collection. Oh, thank you. N64 banana controller.
I never seen that.
Me neither. And I'm a N64
I seen the
girly.
yellow controller. Is that it?
Is that it? N60. Oh, I see here. Hold on. Let me pull up the image for you. Give me a second. Okay.
I was
have
not a
seen
Nintendo
these.
64 kid. I have a Nintendo 64 now, but I was a PlayStation kid. On the left of that.
Oh. Oh, right here?
The Donkey Kong 64 one, isn't it?
Oh. Which one are you talking about, Jose?
Or the sleeve. Bro, it looks kind of weird, like
The sleeve?
no, the control, the Donkey Kong 60, like someone shoved
Oh, he's saying
it
both.
on
Like someone shoved him what?
in places. Looks weird, man.
That's
the Nintendo
funny.
64 controller is weird. Like, it has a pee-pee in the
It
middle.
is. It's definitely like trying to play like Donkey Kong 64 on anything but this is so weird because it's like riding a bike for me, remembering to use Z, like how to do there is
yeah.
like for me, because that was Donkey Kong 64 is the first game that I beat by myself without any help from like my older brother or
Wow.
anything. So
Hell
that was
yeah.
like that was a big moment for me. So it's like I pick up this controller and I remember everything. I tried playing it. I remember
It's amazing
the-
how we keep those muscle memories like after decades. It's
I
amazing.
know. I picked up that controller and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm 7 years old again." Like it's
Did
great.
you have GoldenEye?
I did. I did.
Have you,
I
have you ever tried to play with two controllers at the same time? You can do it.
No, I haven't.
I never did it. But if you plug two controllers at the same time, you can play like a modern shooter with dual stick controls.
Cool.
Yeah, I gotta try that sometime.
I know. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I used to play it with my cousin. And we used to like doing the 3D heads and the paintball guns. You could put in the cheats. Yeah, GoldenEye is great. I actually have. I know Shane actually said this earlier that he has the VHS of GoldenEye. I have all the Pierce Brosnan's.
Oh yeah,
James Bond's
I
on
have,
VHS.
I have the first two ones. I gotta get the latest two ones on VHS too.
Dang, it's a $300 controller.
Oh,
Woo!
wow.
Wow.
That's crazy. I saw someone in the chat saying that Beardo straightened that controller. That's why it looks like that.
Ew. Oh, someone said perfect for Beardo. Oh, I see. Not even here, and he's catching strays. Oh my goodness. But yeah, the EverDrive, I'm keeping that tab up because I would like to.
Yeah.
I would like to.
Oh, it's great also to preserve your cartridges, because if you play it often, like obviously the cartridges, the ships wear off because they're in constant contact with the pins. So you preserve both your cartridges and your console by just leaving only one thing there all the time. But I think there's value on playing a real cartridge. Like you also value it more, right?
Yes.
When like you're waiting for it to get to your home from eBay or something, or you find it. Yeah, absolutely.
And I love supporting like smaller businesses like that, right? He's one guy.
He updates his stuff all the time. It's amazing. You can see it's like a passion project. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
But
I
yeah,
love
I
that.
think there's value in using real cartridges as well. It's like, but one day it will be a luxury that won't be available.
I know. I can't believe this. I know that broke your heart for the
Half-Life
loss of the physical. Um,
Yeah,
you
I still
know,
don't have Half-Life 2 big box. I have the medium box.
the medium. It's not good enough. It needs to be the
Yeah.
big box.
Not good enough. No, were you a PC gamer in the 2000s?
Not really.
So
A
in
little
the
bit. Like
90s,
I do remember playing like what was that? There was this. I think we talked about this. It was an Egyptian game where you built like
Pharaoh.
Yeah.
I think it was called Pharaoh.
I think that was it. Yeah, I played some games like that in like Sims and Roller Coaster Tycoon and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I guess so. Not as much as I am now. So I
Yeah,
was.
so Roller Coaster Tycoon still released on big box, but near the mid 2000s, a transition started. Like they started, it was the beginning of the end for physical media, in my opinion, where you would start not buying your games from seeing the cover arts on stores, but you started to buy games like from websites and Windows 15. What's Windows 15?
I don't know. Sorry, I
Anyway,
cut you off.
you wouldn't buy games not knowing what they were anymore, because there was a time you would buy games not knowing anything about those games. The cover art was the only thing you knew about those games, so the cover art was part of the marketing. So that's hence the reason of big boxes. So when that stopped being a thing, the reason for big boxes started to not be a reason anymore. It started to die. So you know those DVD cases that we have today for physical media, when we get anything physical media on PC, it usually is those DVD plastic cases.
Yeah.
So before we started getting those DVD cases, we had them something in between. We have the medium boxes, which were cardboard boxes, just like the big boxes, but they were the size of the DVD boxes.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember you mentioned The Sims? Do you remember the Sims 1 expansions?
Yes.
They came in
They're
those
that
medium
size.
boxes.
Okay.
They came in those medium boxes. Yeah.
Okay.
So we had PC big boxes, we had medium boxes, and then we started getting the DVD cases, and then we got Air, because there's no physical media on PC anymore.
Yeah,
And,
it was. They eventually turned into like CD cases too, right? They went from like the DVD, then they got even
Yeah,
smaller.
and
Yeah.
it just died and died more. But so but yeah, medium boxes are significantly easier to find than big boxes.
Yeah, I could see that because it's hasn't been a thing for a while. What do you like? I thought he was just gonna grab like something cool. Like, look what I got.
No,
Use the
mosquito.
force.
I missed it.
It's okay, you'll get it. Oh my gosh, the one time I think that you were streaming. We weren't streaming it together. I was watching you game, and then you're like, "Oh, hold on a second." Like I was lurking, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And like an ant just went across your camera.
Yeah.
That
No,
was
it was across the TV. There was a bug that went across the TV.
You get like locked in, like, hold
Yeah.
on.
Hold
Gotta
on.
get it. Oh, sure. It
Because I'm
happens.
filming the TV. Now that I'm
Yeah.
filming the TV, I have to deal with that stuff.
Yeah.
If I was direct capturing it,
You
you
should
guys
just get
would
like
never see it.
a pretty blue like mosquito catcher thing. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's not like they're just like devouring you, maybe at certain times of the year, but like, no,
At
it's just
certain
like a
times of the
stream
year, yeah.
background. Like, you get the pretty blue light. Like, that's not a mosquito catcher. That's just my new background light.
Yeah.
It helps you out.
new background light, yes.
So
Which happens to kill mosquitoes.
yeah, I mean, it would look pretty. I mean, look at what if that's
Yeah.
a mosquito? It's not, but it could be. It's the
It
same
could be,
color.
yeah.
It could be.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, I would if I didn't have like do pest control. Florida has some bugs, so I'm good.
Oh,
I don't
yeah?
get bugs in my house, yeah. But especially in this room because I have lights everywhere, so I can imagine how bad it is for you during those
Uh-huh.
times because you have like your ring light, you have the, your
Yeah.
screen.
I hear there's a lot of Brazilians in Florida partly because it's very similar in like the levels of humidity, the temperature, the weather. It's very similar to Brazil and Florida.
So it's
It's
humid
that
over
that's what
there.
I hear.
I've
Very
gotten used to
humid.
it. It's very humid here.
So if you're into retro stuff and you live in a humid place like me, you gotta get a dehumidifier
Okay,
because
that makes sense.
disc rot is very real, and if you don't if you want to make your stuff last longer, you gotta get your humidity levels up to between, I think the optimal values. Jose was following me on my journey to dehumidify my retro room. I believe the optimal values are between 40 and 50% humidity
Okay.
that you need to get to.
Yeah, it probably. I mean, people forget that Florida is basically it's tropical here. We're in a tropical climate, so that's why it's like
Yeah.
that. I have you ever been anywhere that has dry heat? As someone who's like grew up over there, right? So you're used to the humidity. Have you ever been like desert type stuff, like dry heat?
Oof. Probably Brasilia,
Okay,
which is the capital of Brazil.
because I went
But
to.
but I was very little.
So you don't really
remember
remember?
much about it. Yeah.
I was just curious to see like your if you had been, which you prefer, because a lot of people it's kind of 50-50 say they prefer the dry heat, but I don't,
Uh-huh.
okay? Because when I went to Vegas, it was 110 degrees Fahrenheit. It was very hot, and then when the wind blew, it was like a blow dryer on your face.
Wow.
And I'm like, people really like they prefer this. I'm like, no, let me go melt in Florida because at least when the wind blows, it tries to cool you off a little bit.
Uh-huh. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it is
Yeah, some
crazy.
there are some winters that it can get pretty dry here, but it's not like an ongoing thing, and it's cold. It's during the cold season.
Yeah, see, it's like being in front of a blow dry. Exactly.
That's
Poor
crazy.
Mo. His Halo 2 got disc rot, no scratches at all. Very annoyed by
Yeah.
that. Oh,
So we grew up hearing that disc rot would be something that would happen like in 50 to 100 years. And no, depending on the humidity levels, it can happen in like a couple decades.
that's unfortunate. So a lot of the
Yeah.
stuff that like I've gotten, people have sent me in from other places, so not Florida, and then things that I had myself from Buffalo. So I guess I have to look out for that. There's things I had to get used to with the
Yeah.
humidity because I just wasn't used to it, right? Like, okay, it hits like 50 or 60 degrees here. That's cool for this time. So I'm like, oh, let me open my windows to get some fresh air. All my smoke alarms went off, and I was like, what's happening? And it's because of the humidity. I was like, are you kidding me? I can't get fresh air in my house. I now I know how
That's
to do
crazy.
it. That I can't. I opened up every window. Right, I got excited, like, yay! I opened up every window. You have to like be careful with it. Like, open up a couple. Let that warm air kind of escape before you just like I don't know, man. I'm still learning. I've been here almost 4 years, but it's
But
I didn't know that could happen.
the unfortunate thing about humidity is like when you perceive the damages, when you see that the damages are starting, it's already too late. Like with also mold on VHS tapes. Like when the mold is visible, it's because it's been there for a long time already.
Okay. Yeah, I got to be careful about that then.
Yeah, it's better to start worrying about that now before you start seeing disc rot and mold on your tapes.
Come say it to my face, Mo. Don't leave and talk smack. And Jose, he has when Dan came on Vera and Virtue.
Oh yeah,
he-
Game
uh,
Eye.
And because remember I looked up my Aladdin because I have it still sealed, and I was like, whoa, like it's worth a lot, isn't it? Because it was.
I forgot to ask Mo about Game Eye if he uses Game Eye. It's a free cataloger for retro collections.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. I downloaded it. Yeah. And Wiley meant Windows 95.
Oh, 95. Yes. I would love to own a Windows 95 complete in box, let alone sealed. I think I maybe getting it sealed would be cool, but I would unseal it because I want to install it on my retro rig. I would want to experience it. It's the sort of stuff I would not keep sealed.
Yeah.
I want to go through the manuals and the documentation and stuff. Sometimes I buy sealed stuff, not buying something sealed, but buying the experience of unsealing it.
Yes. I love
Buying the
that.
experience of opening it.
Yeah.
And people get mad sometimes. Oh wow, you're opening it. It's like, I don't want to sell it. I don't plan
Yeah.
to resell that stuff. I want to experience it.
There's some stuff like that I'll keep in a box. Like because I don't want to ruin it. Like I don't want to open it and then like
Yeah.
break it. But there's certain things like this. I just opened this the other day. And some people were like, "Oh my gosh, you opened it!" But I'm like, I gotta display her because she looks. Oops, I dropped her gun. Like she just looks so good, and like
Hell
even
yeah.
like this is a very there you go, boys. This is a very well done
Hey.
Baroness, and I'm like,
Very
I
detailed.
recorded it too. I'm like, here, you know what? You guys can enjoy it with me. I'm opening the box. I keep dropping her. You know what? I'm just gonna set her down. See, this is why sometimes I don't open stuff. I keep dropping everything. But it's like you're
Yeah,
right.
but I still have a ton of shit sealed. I have a Chess Master that's sealed.
Oh,
Chess Master 2000, which is very old.
yeah. See, something like that. Like if it's like for me, like those, I'll record opening the Lion King one, which is perfect because that's my favorite Disney movie, that box set, and like
Yeah.
show it off. But I'm not gonna open up the movies that are inside them because I already have them on VHS. Now, if something were to happen to those VHSs that I have, then maybe, because I'm not gonna sell it, but it is nice to keep it sealed and keep it like protected.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I love collecting certain things. It's just I don't have enough room to display everything. So some stuff sits in boxes, and that's when I go like, okay, can I part with this? Would somebody else enjoy this more than me? Because if it's gonna sit in the box for the next 5 years and someone else is gonna open it, love it, and display it, that's when I'm like, all right, maybe I
Yeah.
should gift it.
Also wicked if it takes a long time though, but if you want to digitalize your VHS collection one day, you can use the retro tank you already have to
Really?
do that. You can plug your VCR on your retro tank and plug the output of the retro tank in a capture card, and then you just capture the movie. You play the movie and capture it.
That's really cool. Okay. I'm like typing it down so I remember to do that because I would love to, especially like all the old Disney movies. I even have like all the
That
old
would
Star
be
Wars
worth
and
it,
stuff like
having
that.
a very good retro tank. That would be worth it to get an expensive retro tank to do.
Yes.
To digitalize your VHS collection.
Let Dan cook. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're not stopping him. We're not stopping him, Mo. Yeah. So the 5X
I plan to do that one day, but it takes a long time because you basically have to watch everything. Because
Yeah.
you're capturing it in real time.
Yeah. Just throw a party. Have a VHS party.
Yeah.
And everyone watches the movie. So I should get like the 5X Pro or the RetroTink 4K.
I think the 5X would be the minimum to do that sort of digital transfer.
Yeah. RetroTink 5X Pro. I pull links up because I forget stuff and I never close out like tabs. The 5X. Oh, why did I think that's actually not that expensive? It's not available right now on RetroTink, the 5X Pro, but I'm sure it'll be soon.
What about on eBay?
Let's see. I'm sure it's available on eBay. Let's see what the price is. It's
Yeah.
$325, which isn't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think I paid like probably like $100 for the one that I have now. They do have it, but it's like $500. One for $782.
The 4K one is really expensive.
Is that more expensive than the 5X?
There's the 4K Pro. Yeah, there's the 4K Pro, which is the most expensive of all, and there's the 4K CE, which is the one that I have, which is something in between.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. They probably have this one. And yep, this one's in stock. It's okay. That one's $7. That's what I was thinking. I was like, why did I think it was so expensive? Because the 5X is $325. This one's $750. That's why I didn't grab that one.
If you have the budget, that would be absolutely a fantastic purchase.
Worth
especially if you know that this is a lifelong hobby for you. It's not just a temporary thing. It's just absolutely a good investment.
Actually goes
it's
higher.
crazy.
Wow.
That's another one that's constantly being updated. It seems that it feels to me that those people working at the retro just the retro gaming industry in general are really passionate about their stuff.
Yeah, well, because it's a lost art, and especially now they're getting
Yeah.
rid of physical, like stuff like this. I went to the last con that I went to. I always love finding the tables that have like old games, and sometimes you
Hmm.
can find something good. Like I think I spent $5 and I got Jurassic Park for Super Nintendo. Now I didn't love the gameplay of the game, but I'm glad I have it. Like that's something that I'm just glad I have
Uh-huh.
for my collection. I played it a little bit on stream, and I was like, this is kind of silly, but I also kind of love it. But I don't think I'm gonna play through the entire game. But it was nice
Is
to
it the
have.
one that it's top view? The
Yes.
camera from the top? Yeah,
Yes.
my cousin had that. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's cool to have, but like I
It's
said, I
all
don't
right.
play
Yeah.
through it. And Paper
Let me see.
Mushroom.
I think my retro sync 4K is upstairs. Let me check.
Okay. Wow. Well, Dan does that. Paper Mushrooms. My mom recorded the OG debut of the White Ranger back in the day. Is that something worth trying to convert to digital? I think so. Just for the nostalgia of it, that's really cool. Like, especially like it was the actual debut. Like, I would say so. That was like Jason David Frank, especially with him being gone now too. Like that's something very special to have. I would do that for sure. Wow. Oh, that's the box. I was like, that's how big it
Did
is.
he record that from TV?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. That his mom had it from back in the day. I'm like, that's
Oh,
totally
absolutely.
worth it.
Digitalize if it's not available in an official capacity.
And
Absolutely.
like, especially because
digitalize.
like Jason David Frank is passed now. Like that is
Yeah.
something precious.
So yeah, it feels like a very premium product. It comes in this sturdy box. This is the CE version, which I think it stands for Consumer Edition. Because first they
Okay.
released just RetroTink 4K, but it was like people felt it was really expensive and it had a lot of features that the average consumer wouldn't use. So they released the Consumer Edition for a little bit cheaper.
Wow. I like that.
Look at the
That's
size of it, and it's
It looks
heavy
like
too.
that like looks thicker than a Switch.
Yeah.
That's really
It
cool.
covers the composite uh composite input with S video, and the component is in the back. There's also VGA for Dreamcast. I think the Dreamcast outputs in VGA, and also old PCs. There's also an HDMI input. For example, if you wanna, I tried this with the PS3. So good. You can get 1080p and 720p games and upscale them to 4K, and they look so freaking good. I played
I want that one.
Arkham Asylum. I played
Ooh.
Arkham Asylum.
Okay, hold on.
On the PS3, outputted to 4K, upscaled to 4K. It looks fantastic.
Which Arkham game is your favorite?
Arkham Asylum.
Yes, that's mine too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
love
it's
it.
kind of a sin not to say Arkham City, but it's like
No, it's
I
not.
like Metroidvanias.
That I loved Asylum, and
Asylum's pretty much a Batman Metroidvania.
that's my favorite version of Poison Ivy in any Batman story. I love that story of her in there, and she has the best outfit. I know she doesn't like really have pants on, but like it's still she looks cool. Okay, I want that. That is so clean looking, and,
Oh,
and you recommend this one?
Mo loves this. This is the SCART connection that Mo loves. I absolutely recommend that if you have the budget. It's not as expensive as the
But I love
4K
how that
Pro,
looks. That's so
but it's a
clean.
little bit more expensive than the 4X.
It
But I
is.
think it's worth it. I had the 4X upgraded to this and gave the not 4X 5X. I had the 5X upgraded to the 4K and gave the 5X to my brother.
Okay. Well, I just like how clean that looks. And
And it has
it matches my PC. My PC is that color, so it's like I
Yeah.
put that on top of my PC and it'll look good.
comes with a remote control.
Oh, okay. Because the thing is, like, I like buying stuff just like on recommendations more so, right? Like you have that one, it
Uh-huh.
works really well, and I just like
Yeah,
how it looks.
and
It's very
and
clean
the
looking.
learning curve, like you can use it just as plug and play, just
Yeah.
plug it in and it will look great. But you can get deep into this if you want. No pants are the best. You
I was
can
gonna
get
see if that would get his attention.
you can get deep with no pants if you want. You can get deep into this, and like you can look up like presets that people created online and download. For example, like some people will create presets for very specific situations. Like there's a preset for NES on the on RF connection, and you want it to look like the this specific CRT that you had when you were a kid. There you can download presets to make it look like that. That sort of stuff. It's amazing. So it's plug and play, but you can also get very geeky with that.
And hold the phones. Hokies just sent me the money on PayPal to buy that.
Whoa!
Hokies.
Let's go.
Hold on,
now,
hold on. What
Now
do
you
we
have no
here?
excuse.
Now I have no excuse.
No.
I'm gonna get. You know what? You're gonna
Yes.
get this. Ready?
Groovy.
Thank you. I don't have Dan
Groovy.
on Saucy going. Damn.
Damn.
I gotta upload that clip for this section too. We play it randomly all the time. People are like, every time I do it, Disproves like it sounds like he's going, Dan. Damn. It kind of does. It kind of does. He's not jealous at all. Thank you so much, Hokies. Seriously, I am so much appreciated, and I will get it. Now, yeah, no excuse. I think you got him when you said to digitize my VHSs because I know Hokies does that. And so as soon as you said that, he was
okay.
like, "She must have it." Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate
So
that.
the traditional way to digitize is digitize or digitalize. What's the correct way
Digitize,
to-
digitalize.
The-
They both seem right.
So digitize,
Digitize,
Uh,
digitalize,
the
whatever.
the traditional way are those DVDs that are that double as VHSs, have VCR. Sorry, have you ever seen that? So like it's the same machine that's a DVD player and a VCR digitized. So people used to use that, but those apparently break up very easily because who knows. Probably because it's a bunch of stuff in the same machine and there's more stuff that can go wrong. But I think this is a more approachable way without having to go for expensive, rare equipment.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I can't wait. And I'm going to do I have a lot of VHSs. So I'm sure I have a very long time before any of them like rot, but let me
Maybe
at least
start
get the good
with
ones.
home videos, like stuff that's unique or stuff
Yeah.
that you got from TV that you can get anywhere else.
There's a couple like I have found some random stuff on YouTube. Now, I'm sure there's going to be people in the chat that remember this. I want to know if Dan remembers this. Do you remember the movie Susie Q with Amy Jo Johnson, the Pink Ranger?
No, I don't.
I loved that movie, and it was a Disney Channel original, but it's not on Disney Plus. I couldn't find it anywhere. And years
Wow.
ago, I found it on YouTube and downloaded it to my PC, and I still have it because it's a
Hell
good.
yeah.
It's let me see if I can find a picture of it. I loved that movie. I don't know why I can't find it anywhere. I would love to find the VHS of it. Susie Q movie.
Jose Taco or Mo or who was the other guy who's into VHSs?
Hokies?
Hokies? Is there a way to grab a file that I downloaded from the internet and record it on a VHS tape?
Probably. Interesting.
Because I will, because
this is it, by the way.
Because Wicked should get that download that she got and tape it on a VHS tape.
I would love
she could,
to.
So she can watch it on her CRT.
Yeah, it was never officially released. The best thing is no lag. Yeah, see, that's perfect. I won't have any
So
issues.
how do we do that? I know we have I have a cassette tape, but it's music cassettes. That is USB. You can output it to the VHS.
So if I hook it up to you mean maybe hooking it up to my, I probably have to get another I don't know, mode.
The VCR has an input.
Yeah, where you can record.
Yeah.
Oh.
But how do you do that? Really?
I have to double check. I hope I still have it on this computer. I think I do, but because I built a new PC, but I had all my files backed up, so I have to find
So
it.
you play it from the Raspberry Pi into the VCR input. Ah.
I think I still have it. I know I still have it.
Yes, USB cassettes. I bought a USB plug and play cassette player that allows me to digitize cassettes onto my PC into MP3 files or WAV files.
Wow. Okay, he's gonna tell me how to do it. Thank you. And look at Susie
Yeah.
Q is selling for $200 DVD on eBay. So, yeah, because they never officially released it.
You should grab that file and put it on a VHS tape and watch
I think
it.
that would be fantastic. Watch party. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know why that movie never. It was a good movie. I don't want to
There's
give
some
it
stuff
away,
like that
but-
that you remember from your childhood and it's not available anywhere. Netflix, Disney Plus, and anywhere.
Yeah.
You know a movie that I cannot find anywhere? There's a movie, I think it was a Disney movie with Daniel Stern called Tourist Trap. Has anyone of you? But Tourist Trap is also a horror movie. There's a horror movie with the same name, Tourist Trap, and my searches keep directing me to that horror movie.
Interesting.
But
I'm sure
there's
there's
a
someone here that'll
comedy.
find it.
There's a Daniel Stern. Daniel Stern is one of the the bandits from Home Alone, the tall one with curly hair. A Daniel Stern movie called Tourist Trap.
I bet you Mo knows it. Tourist Trap.
And on Brazil is not on Disney Plus. 1998, that's the one.
Tourist Trap movie night. Yeah, because I looked it up and I got the horror one too.
It's
there
such
it
a
is.
funny movie. It's such a funny movie, but it's not anywhere. I cannot find it anywhere.
Let me see. I was gonna see because sometimes you can get lucky and find it on YouTube, but this is just a 16-minute thing, so that's not the full movie. Let me see where to watch because somebody like over here could probably find it, maybe download it for you and get it to you.
No, but I want the Portuguese dub that I
Oh, got
watched
you.
it
Okay.
in my childhood. So
Got it, okay.
even if it is on Disney Plus in America or other country, it probably won't have the Portuguese dub.
I don't even see it. Like usually, like when you look on Google, it'll show you where you can
Yeah.
watch it. There's nothing, not even in America. That's weird. That's crazy. Like how these lost movies.
Bushwhacked is also awesome. Another Daniel Stern movie, Bushwhacked. And it's kind of underground too.
Yeah.
You know something else? Jungle Book, live action Jungle Book from the 90s with Jason Scott Lee.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
I told you about it in one of your streams. I was in the chat and I told you about this movie. I sent you a picture of my VHS copy.
You did. I remember this. I think I seen it on TV. This one right here.
It's my favorite live action Jungle Book.
From 94,
That's the
right?
one.
This one? Yeah.
That exactly.
You can watch it
It's
for
on
$3.99 on YouTube. Okay.
Wow.
Lena
No,
Headey's in it. Wow. Or Headey.
She
whatever.
is, and she's so young.
Whoa.
John Cleese, Sam Neill. Yeah.
I see. There's so many movies that I seen as a kid that like he was in, and I don't remember because I was so young. Besides, obviously Jurassic Park, but this I remember watching this on like I don't know if this was a made-for-TV movie, probably not, but I don't know. I remember seeing it on like some random channel as a kid, like it was just on, and I was like very into it because I loved like the Disney Jungle Book, so I watched it. Wow.
Yeah, that movie was more Tarzan, and it was very Tarzan in the sense of the book Tarzan. It was more Tarzan, the book, than Jungle Book. But I liked it a lot. I've always thought it was awesome. Because you've never seen Mowgli as an adult.
Yeah.
On those other movies. But in this one, you did. And
like
I thought
a
it was
love
very
interest
cool.
in it too, right?
Yeah.
Like okay, because it's been so long since I seen it, but it's like there's bits in my brain.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it came out. Okay, I
So
didn't
good.
think it was made for TV, but there's so many like movies that I loved, like Susie Q, that probably should have been a theatrical release because Amy Jo Johnson was big time back then. She was a Pink Ranger, and then she was on Felicity, right?
Mhm.
Like she definitely would have gotten people in the theaters. But yeah, but because Disney Channel used to do that, like where they would release like a banger, and it was a Disney Channel original, and it was just on the Disney Channel, and you can't find it anywhere now, and that's one of them. Remember Smart
I've n-
House? Do you remember Smart House?
I've never had cable.
Oh, that's
I'm
probably
not.
good for you.
It was it was popular. Cable was popular here in Brazil, but my family, for some reason, like we never had cable. My parents were never too much into TV.
Okay. Do you remember this? Now, this I thought
I
Susie
don't.
Q was a little better. So, Smart House, and of course, that one's on Disney Plus, but not Susie Q. They end up in a house that's basically like AI now, right? Like it's controlled by pets,
Uh-huh.
and it's Katie Seagal and she becomes crazy and like wants to be their mom, and it's definitely a wild ride. If you didn't see it, you should check it out.
That looks very much like Disney, this 90s Disney live action stuff.
Yeah, it was.
Everything very colorful.
And like
very
Wish Upon a
upbeat.
Star. Do you remember? You might not. That might have been more girly. But yeah, Susie Q. That's not available to watch anywhere. Wish Upon a Star had Katherine Heigl and oh my gosh, what's her name? She's like a scream queen now. Someone in the chat's gonna get it before I do.
Wish Upon a Star.
Yeah, you probably did.
Does that have something to do with Pinocchio?
No, it's a body like switch, like Freaky Friday type thing with these sisters. Yeah, it was with what is her name? My gosh, nobody in the chat got it. It's okay. I don't know. I'm just like reminiscing now of like these movies I used to watch. Yeah, I can't believe. Well, I guess if you want to watch Jungle Book. Oh no, let's see. It's on YouTube, Amazon, Apple TV. So you can rent it or buy it on those, yeah.
There's a dubbed version on YouTube. I don't know if it's supposed to be there, but there is.
Oh, well, they're probably not supposed to be there, but some of these movies they fall under the radar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they use audio a lot to detect that stuff, and since it's in Portuguese, the content ID didn't found it.
You should go on. I did this the other day. Like, there's channels that upload like old commercials from our childhood. And it's wild watching them. Like, wow.
I downloaded a bunch of those. Have you ever heard of something called Ursats TV?
No.
Ursats with Z at the end. TV. It's a service, free service, open. How do you say it? Open source service that lets you create your own IPTV channel. So
That's
you
cool.
create your own IPTV channel with blocks of media from your own PC or your own server. And like I downloaded a bunch of ads to put on my IPTV channel to make it look realistic.
Oh,
and
this
have
is
ads.
cool.
Yeah. So yeah. I have my own IPTV channel.
That's nice. That's gonna be the new thing for the retro people.
Yeah. It's fantastic. So good. There's a lot of YouTube videos about it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep that tab up.
Because there's something about TV that some of the magic from TV is completely lost with streaming, because you don't go through streaming watching one episode of different shows like one after the other. You usually set up one show and you binge watch it. You don't keep changing shows. And I think there was something about like I'm watching one episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and then one episode of Friends and then one episode of whatever. It's like there's something about that something of that magic that's kind of lost with streaming. And also like the fact that you had to tune in a certain time, or if you missed it, you missed it. There's something about that, like, hey, everybody's tuned in at the same time and watching. And if I call my friend that also likes this show, he will be watching it too at the same time, experiencing it at the same time as me. There's something of that magic that is completely lost on streaming. and it's cool to revive that and to emulate that with that sort of services.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know. I
I
mean, there's
agree.
demand enough for them to create that.
Yeah, it's like because I've talked about this a few times, like that it's like pop culture's dead. I remember putting that in a title and people were like, you anti woke YouTubers. I'm like, I'm not saying pop culture is dead. Maybe listen to what the topic is before you act like an idiot. I meant in that sense because people don't like, it used to be water cooler conversations, or like when you'd go to school, like, did you watch that last night? You don't really get that anymore because
Yeah.
even like stuff that's super popular, like Squid Games, when that first took off, I didn't watch the first season of that, like when it took off. I have
I watched
watched
a
it
couple
since,
episodes. Yeah.
but but that's like an example of something that was really big. But there's so many things that you think like you watch, like, oh my gosh, did you watch this? And people are like, no, I have no idea what that is. It wasn't like that before. Like, think of when like The
Yeah.
Sopranos was on. Everybody watched that. Sons of
Yeah.
Anarchy, for me, I would say like Sons of Anarchy and Breaking Bad were probably the end of that era. Like where me and
Absolutely
all my
was.
friends and everybody watched it. We actually had a watch party for like a real watch party, like in person, like making cakes and like drinking and getting excited for Breaking Bad and Sons of Anarchy. And
Yeah.
that's the last
I
time
remember seeing
that.
ads on TV for the Netflix disc that you would put you would put the Netflix disc on your PS3 and install Netflix on your PS3.
Wow.
And that ad had Breaking Bad on that. So retro Netflix had Breaking Bad.
And by the way, I did find Susie Q. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for it, so I'm just going to share a little tidbit of this. Like 1996. Look at that.
Wow.
I don't have the sound on, by the way, but yeah, this was such a cute movie. And he played Jimmy in Lois and Clark, the second season. Jimmy Olsen on Lois and Clark, the Dean Cain one. This is the guy that ended up playing Jimmy Olsen.
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because they had the first guy looked a little bit too much like Dean Cain, like in season 1, so they ended up switching him to him, I believe. Yeah. Yep. See, yeah, I was right. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
I totally remember. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like they got Jimmy Olsen on here. He was kind of a big deal in the 90s. And they've got Amy Jo Johnson, the Pink Ranger, like, and Shelley Long. Where is she? She was like in the beginning. She's his mom. I think I just passed by it. But this is there she is. Can't really see because it's so like not like the 90s, like the way it looks.
And you can tell it wasn't released on Blu-ray or anything because this is at best a DVD capture, right?
Oh yeah, I got this off of YouTube a few years ago, so
yeah,
it's not great, but it's worth it for me to have it because I like the movie, and it's like the only way you can get it. Like Wiley just said, you could find it probably a copy that's similar to this on eBay for $200. No thanks, I'll just take my YouTube copy and watch it on the computer for now. Yeah.
All right. I better go now because I woke up. No, if you want to hang out with your people, feel free.
I'll say bye. Yeah.
I woke up really early today. I'm starting
to
sleep. I'm gonna start saying more stupid shit than usual.
Well, thanks for hanging out. Like I was just gonna ask you for like an hour of your time, but like we had a good time. Maybe we could do this again and get Vera on.
Yeah.
Like I would love it. But yeah,
absolutely.
Guys, make sure you follow Dan's Super Vasc 3D for some really cool streams, and I'm sure everyone here is already following Dan. But if you're not, you better get good content. Thanks so much for coming on, Dan. Get some rest.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me. Thank you everybody for watching and hanging out. And take care. Have a good one. Bye.
All right, guys, thank you so much. So this was the mission to get this channel monetized, and there's going to be a lot of cool videos coming up. Like I want to do retro stuff over here, but I do also want to sit down and record videos, like even if they're kind of like, I don't want to say video essays, but kind of like I like doing that kind of stuff, but it's better to do that on like a second channel, I guess. So I've been told, but I'm gonna send you guys. Let's see, Vera is yes, Vera's live. So I'm gonna send you over there to say hello. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. This should be a weekly show. I'll do it more often for sure. That was a lot of fun. It's refreshing to have a show like this where we all just kind of hang out, talk about the things that we love, and just kind of push aside the pop culture battle that we're fighting right now. So this was fun, and you guys, like over 200 of you hung out like the whole time. Amazing. You guys are just I love you guys. Thank you. Go say hi to Vera. Tomorrow I'll be back to my regularly gaming streams on my main channel. I know it's been a while. It's just been I've been on other channels this week and it's been crazy busy. But tomorrow I'll be gaming and Saucy, everything regularly scheduled programming. You guys are awesome. Have a great rest of your night and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.